Hey, thank you everybody for tuning in. This is the Socially Irresponsible Podcast. My name is Damian Chandler, a.k.a. Maverick.
I'm a man.
The Devil's Advocate. Right across from me, we have our other host, KK.
It's your boy KK, a.k.a. Diddy. Oh, I knew it. I'm going to say a.k.a. everybody white people think I look like. A.k.a. Diddy.
Uh-huh.
Big Boy from Outkast, Kanye West, 50 Cent. Denzel Washington's son on Ballers.
50 Cent.
I be getting all kind of, man.
No, you don't look like
Lil Webby. What happened?
White
You look like Lil Webby. I'm like,
White folks tell you look like Lil Webby.
Webby, dog.
They know who Little Webby is?
Yeah,
of course they do.
Well, you know, he got a couple of pop songs, you know.
I couldn't pick
a
out
radio
Lil
song
Webby in a lineup. Lil Webby could rob me right now. I'd be like, I don't know, some nigga that look like KK rob me.
with some shades and an afro.
I don't know who the hell that is. And also we got DD.
Candy Cane.
hey, I'm gonna put
Greetings
that on
and
next
salutations. Greetings and
salutations.
salutations, everyone.
You gotta wear that every week now. Candy Cane.
Well, hold on. This is week 4, dressing up, looking.
I have on zero makeup.
Nigga out here trying to get chose.
Yeah.
I'm not.
She on the internet trying to get chose.
I ain't gonna lie.
What that
I
DM
got some
looking
new
like?
friend requests.
See?
Some new inboxers.
Ooh.
I ain't got none.
How your suitors looking? Though?
Because you don't
got
look
new
like
messages?
50 Cent. That was a lie.
Looking more like 15 cents.
Okay
4
now.
pennies.
Okay now.
Well, I've always said the Diddy one.
It's always been Diddy. I every show I say that. That
Yeah.
nigga act like Diddy. He just act like that nigga.
But yeah, I've got new inboxers. I'm not gonna
Okay.
lie.
How they looking?
I've
Are they
got
looking
new-
like 50 Cent? They looking like P Diddy? They looking like who's that? JJ Fish.
They're looking like Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker. Got that everything.
No,
Yeah.
you know,
That black net.
And then and behind the scenes we got Miss Bree Bree.
The great and powerful.
The Black Ops. What's going on, Bree Bree?
Hey, y'all.
How you doing, Bree?
I'm great.
You got your hair out today.
Yeah, man.
You want to show to everyone? I wish I had a camera. I could turn it around so we could see you with your hair
I
out.
got that natural look.
I look like mine, just a little longer. I don't know if y'all can see my shit.
Let me
put
have
a
my
hat on.
moment. Let me have my
I had to
moment.
put a hat on.
He
These
always
barbers,
trying to
here they
steal
go
some
closing this shit again.
Hey,
on
they're
the
about to lock everything back up. So if y'all need to get your hair cuts, you need to get shaved and manicured, pedicured. How is it? Manicure, pedicure? Manicured and pedicured. If I would show y'all my toes right
Nope,
now,
put
y'all
them
would know.
down.
Nope,
I
put
don't
them
get
away.
that done.
Why
Ever.
he point at you when he said shade?
Because she was saying earlier, she was talking about her gray hair, and I asked.
Oh,
He
yeah,
asked
yeah,
me
yeah.
if,
something.
So I
No, you
asked.
didn't ask. Oh, yeah, you did.
I asked
Yeah,
if-
you said I should have asked.
If
that.
your vagina hair, your pubic
asked
hair
about
matches
gray
the
hair.
gray up here, and you're saying no, you saying you shaved. So that's why I pointed to her. I'm curious if it matches. I got a gray. On one, you ain't got no gray.
Shit, it grays all in my bed.
Oh.
Say them motherfuckers, when they start coming, that shit don't stop.
So I got gray. I'm just wondering if it matches. If it matches the what is it? The curtains matches the carpet, or the drapes matches the carpet.
The drapes and the
Don't worry about it.
I'm wondering. You don't want to tell us, Dee Dee? You don't want to talk about it?
No. You know, it's highlights down there, too. How about that? How about that?
Well, I'm coming up on there, so I was just curious.
It's
that's all.
highlights down there, too.
Bree Bree, how's your weekend? How's your week? We actually took off last week because, what is it, Father's Day? We had some things going on. I got lazy, so we didn't do
I
shit.
wasn't here.
Yeah, so we didn't do shit for Father's Day. So we have a really good show for y'all this week. But in the last 2 weeks, Bree Bree,
The great and powerful.
that's the lady behind the scenes. How was your week?
My week was good. Busy.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
It was good. I had my little cousin with me last week.
Brent,
It
hold
was
on.
good.
Are you dating anybody? Like, what's going on with that? Who's that special somebody in your life? You always talk about your week, and it's no like you ain't getting no penis, no you ain't licking no
Bree?
carpet. What are you doing in life?
Who makes you moist?
that word?
Get your juices flowing.
See,
Yeah,
now
that's
you
a
about to
good
hurt
question.
some people's feelings.
That's
okay?
fine. That's fine. If they know you, they know that you don't have feelings, so they shouldn't
I don't. I'm
come into
sorry.
this
I'm sure
situation
you do.
with
Just
feelings.
tucked deep down.
I am dating.
Oh, shit.
Oh!
My bad.
Are you really?
I am dating.
Okay,
yes.
how long have you been dating this special gentleman or Mrs.? I don't know how this goes with females.
It's a
always
gentleman.
okay.
But I appreciate you asking.
Hey, it's 2020. You have to be equal opportunity, gender neutral shit nowadays. So I got to make
You
sure.
dating one person, you got a few out there. And they got a few.
Kiki,
You don't take that long. It's one or a few.
KK
It's that
really
easy.
trying to get her in trouble right
Hey, that's what we do.
But
I can't be the only motherfucker getting in trouble on this show.
now. Very irresponsible.
I'm still taking applications.
Okay, so
Okay, so you're not putting all your eggs in one basket.
No.
Okay.
I'm not there yet.
that suitor is just somebody that is he's just
Just for the moment.
okay.
Fun.
Damn, I'd hate to be that nigga right now.
Yeah, fun.
Hey,
But
we
he
have
might
an
could-
understanding.
Oh, is it just for the moment or just for the moment and it can turn into long term?
Right now, it's just for the moment.
Oh, okay.
We both are on that same page.
Oh, great.
And
That
if
is
it
wonderful
turns
when you're on the
into
same
more,
page.
It turns
It
into
too
more.
much shit going around to be playing around like that, man.
It really isn't. But hey, if it works. It really isn't. But you know what? It's working, right?
Hey,
Okay,
it works.
so-
It works.
That is hilarious.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So,
All
so
right.
Didi, how was your 2 weeks? You said you're out of town, right?
Yeah, I was out of. Well, let's see. I was out of town visiting my best friend before she had surgery.
Where right out of town?
Pearland,
Houston area.
Houston.
Pearland.
She stay in Houston. She
Pearland.
stay.
Pearland.
Yeah.
Well, like Pearland is like its own little world now. It's it's not in central Houston,
Okay, listening.
but it's Houston.
So how was Houston?
It was good. We didn't hardly do shit.
What y'all do? Were you singing any time this week in New York?
I did. I did sing, but I was here in San Antonio Friday night. My son's godmother had a Juneteenth Father's Day little shindig, and she had a DJ there. And
Hey, for celebrating Juneteenth, I dig that, and I think
Yeah.
everyone should too. Also,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
so it was kind of just us, really, and the DJ, and he had a microphone. And let's just say I drank too much.
Man,
You was singing.
I was
Oh,
up one
too
night
much.
at maybe 2 o'clock in the morning. And this is one time you was in Houston,
Mm-hmm.
and this motherfucker got on that. Well, y'all watching? You was at Tasha's house, I think, and you was on there just singing on live.
I was in her house.
I don't know what the
Yeah,
hell you
yeah,
was
it was
feeling
Oh,
yourself.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I don't know what you did not get signed that night. You was
Mm.
it was
I did a lot of Mary J moves too that night.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I should have gotten signed.
Your body was hurting.
Nope.
Mary J cannot dance. Don't ever
I
compare
know.
yourself to Mary J.
But it was. It was Mary J-ish.
The Mary J ish.
Yeah.
How's your
I
week?
did a lot of
KK?
leg kicks.
Oh,
Yeah.
my week was cool,
Yeah.
man. Same old.
You
Being
said
the daddy. That's it.
that's
Just
it.
a daddy.
You said you was out there in
Just a
Austin.
daddy.
I was in Austin. I was in Temple. I was all up 35. This
But you
past
said
week.
you was in that. If I could bring up the rally or
Yeah, I
what
was in a
happened?
Black
What happened? What
Lives-
happened?
I just
out there?
happened to drive into the motherfucker.
He was in a protest.
It was a group of white people
Uh-huh.
that had a Black Lives Matter rally on Congress on the bridge, and I'm going to make a delivery and. Got my. I said, "Oh, what's going on? Let me get my. You know how people grab. First thing they do, grab the phone. I grab my phone. Your life matters, sir. Thank you, man. Your life matters. I'm like, yours matter too. Shit. Then as soon as I put your goddamn phone down, like, here we go. Here go the police.
Police.
I
do
ain't
what they
even
do.
moving, dog. What you want me to do, man? I'm just recording like everybody else.
Shit, like I said, nigga, put their phone down.
Yeah, I cut the whole video ended when you told me that shit. Man. I know how to listen. Shit, I know I don't put myself in no situations with them motherfuckers.
Not
We
in
gonna be rallying for
2020.
KK.
Yeah, no, you'll never know.
He said, no hashtag for me, buddy.
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Oh.
I got bail money, dog. Let's go. Hurry up.
Nigga, I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Yeah, nigga, hurry up.
Hurry up. Let me
hopefully-
put the handcuffs on me.
Hurry the
Hopefully
fuck
get
up.
that
Let me put 'em on
goddamn
myself.
CR, goddamn.
Let's ride, nigga. Shit. Roll the window down.
Hey, Watson, man, I'm gonna be late tomorrow, nigga. I'm gonna be late tomorrow. So make sure you get somebody to catch his route for me. My weekend was chill. I had the kids. So one thing I realized with the kids, they wake up in the morning, go brush your teeth, right? I don't know if you have the same thing. They go brush your teeth and they just brush their teeth. They come in, sleep all in their eyes, palm all in their mouth. Like, hey, when I say go brush your teeth, go take care of your face. Brush your teeth, wash your face. Go wash them dishes. They wash the dishes, come in there, water all on the cabinets, the sink, and oil from the grease. Like, do y'all's kids do that, or is that just a my thing? Like,
No, I think they all do that.
like
But I got a question,
What
though,
does
for
washing
parents.
the dishes mean to you? When you tell your kids to go wash the dishes, what does that mean to you? What
Wash
do you
them,
them
dry them, and put the motherfuckers up.
Clean the counters,
Yeah.
sweep if you got to sweep,
Clean
right?
the entire kitchen.
Everything in that motherfucking vicinity
That's
needs to
what
be
I
clean.
thought. I thought I was the only one.
Nah, nigga, you said do the dishes. That's what I'm gonna do. You clean the refrigerator, motherfucker.
So that's the new generation. So the new generation, like my daughter, who's 23. I when she was growing up, if I told her go wash the dishes, that's exactly what she would do.
Nothing more, nothing less.
If there was pots and pans on the stove, she didn't touch them because it wasn't in the sink.
Oh yeah, she can ask for it.
So yeah, so it was plenty of times I had to send her back.
Walking all over shit over the floor. You said nothing about the floor.
Yeah.
You get that shit. I'm washing dishes.
She didn't. But see, me growing up, my grandmother she told me off the bat, hey, washing dishes mean wash them, dry them, or put them in the dishwater, whatever we're doing that I don't know, year or whatever, if we had a working dishwasher or not. Mop, sweep, clean off the counter, wipe everything down.
It's a difference though, because back then it came with an understanding. Oh, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Oh, I'm gonna beat your
Yeah,
ass.
now they mug
Right.
yeah, whatever. I wish you would.
I feel like I just need to whoop my kids' ass a little bit more to make them understand that when I say wash these dishes, that means clean this whole kitchen.
No, what I do with Jaden now is because he tries that, and he's 8, going on 9 in a couple of weeks. So when I tell him, he does that. If I say, go sweep, over there, go sweep the kitchen, he will sweep the kitchen and forget the bar area that goes around it too. So what I tell him is I give him detailed instructions, so he don't come back with a misunderstanding. If he doesn't do what I have told him to do, then I wait until he sits down and gets comfortable and get back on YouTube or that Nintendo Switch. Jaden, I told you to go do this and you didn't do it.
You was that parent.
So he gets up. Until he understands to just do it all, then I won't interrupt you when you get back to your personal time.
My brother once, and
he's
Brandon has a comment, but my brother once, he stayed with me for a while, and he woke up with dishes in his bed. Like, nigga, I had bowls and plate shit. He forgot to wash. He turning over, got dishes and shit, slapping them, forks
That's
and
good.
shit.
I might pull that one.
And it kind of, yeah. And then when it gets real bad, I'll leave the water that's in the goddamn dish and put that shit in his bed. So if you move too much, that water gonna fall all on him and shit. And now not only you got to go and wash them dishes, now you got to wash your sheets. So what you got for me, Brianna?
Adam Walker says, "Nice shirt, Damien."
Hey.
Yeah, I just noticed that when I saw the comment.
Hey, I'm supporting. I'm really not supporting. I'm making fun of the white folks out there. Really.
That's gonna sure get you fucked up though, man. Wear that shit around the wrong people.
You remember? So
I remember. What's his name?
Bowman.
What is that boy?
Amani.
Yeah, Amani.
But anyway,
Sports ESPN dude. Yeah.
So this is around the time where the Braves, they're talking about, getting the Redskins and the Braves and changing all the names, the Wizards to the Bullets and shit like that or whatever, because they're mocking the heritage, the Indians. Yeah. So then they made this shirt making fun of the white folks. Since it's cool to have the Indians and the Braves, let's have some fucking Caucasians and shit and see how y'all like that. I don't think they mind. They made money.
I don't think they would mind.
I don't think
so. To change the subject real quick. So we were talking about kids and chores.
Yeah.
Do anybody else kids when they take a shower with the fucking floor like a swimming pool?
Yep.
Man.
Nigga, I walked in my daughter's bathroom. I almost broke my fucking neck. Nigga, say I'm talking about my whole back was wet down. Say
you fell?
I fell, nigga. I was like, what the fuck is going on in this bathroom? Say water everywhere down.
Yep.
I said, when you fucking cut the water off, dry the fuck off in the shower. Do not step out that shit till you dry. I almost fucking say, man, hey, when you show youngins, you don't want to be rough on your youngins. Yeah. I was fucking hot, nigga. Say, cut up. Say, clean all this shit up right the fuck right now.
Nigga, you ain't got no rug. You ain't got no rug on top.
Ain't no rug in there.
Niggas, hey, I did that shit. I did it with my dad. So my dad, he's 60-some years old. And that nigga old. I put baby oil on my body after I take a shower, right? But I did it in his house, right? And I did it when I was standing inside the shower. That nigga jumped in that shower and damn near slipped and broke his goddamn back. I felt so bad. I felt so bad. It's like, boy, why are you putting put all that goddamn baby oil on, boy? And
then you put on clothes afterwards?
I put baby
stuck
oil
to
on.
his ass.
Please.
I
Nigga
put
like the starch jeans.
feel that. I got that soft skin.
I'm
You
not
still
gonna
put
feel that.
baby oil on your when you take a shower?
Yeah.
That's basic skin.
That
nigga.
shea butter.
Skin is
though.
basic.
That shea butter
Nah,
better
hey,
than baby oil.
that shea
But he
butter
calls
way.
you
That
baby.
shea
His
butter
skin
way
is
better.
basic.
That shea butter ain't nothing to play with.
You see how I have basic ass skin? You better feel these ribs and shit, nigga.
Basic
I got-
ass ribs.
Nigga, I got my shit soft. And no, but real talk, since I was a kid, I've always put baby oil on, and then I kind of like wipe it off and then get dressed. But like, I mean, I've been told that I done got some soft skin, and like, why is your skin so soft? So, I mean, my fault if my shit's basic to you. I don't know what type of niggas you
Nigga,
fuck
baby
with.
oil though, nigga.
Baby oil, yeah. I just been doing
Still?
it since a kid. Yeah, I just haven't. Because I just don't like lotion is just too thick for me, and I have real sensitive skin, which I know is kind of weird. I break out with everything.
Get you some lotion from Victoria's Secrets. That shit is
I
thin.
would definitely break out with the Victoria's Secret.
I can't put none of that cheap shit on my body, man.
Yeah,
That watery shit.
Yeah, that
Queen,
watery stuff.
Queen Anne, whatever that shit is,
You
that
remember-
cocoa butter.
You remember
Like,
niggas used to wear those herringbones?
I'm worse.
KK. You remember the niggas used to wear them herringbones back in the day? Neck be all bumpy and shit, itching and shit. Nigga, that herringbone is not 14 karat gold. That nigga, your shit is fake, nigga. You got them fake herringbones. My shit do that too.
chains.
My shit do that shit where your shit turn got gold on your neck. Nah, my skin real sensitive. Like
My
I break
shit
out,
sensitive as
rash
fuck,
up.
too.
Yeah. So real quick, we got a scenario.
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo.
So what's the scenario?
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario?
All right, KK. So you walk up. You're home from a long day's work. You walk upstairs. You walk up to your son's room. You don't even knock on the door because you just walk in and see what you're doing. Hey, boy, I ain't seen you in a long time. Walk in the door. He's in the room hunching. Some chick over there just jackboning, hunching, whatever you want to call it, having sex.
Jackboning.
Jackboning? They don't
What
say
is
that.
that?
Hunching. I don't know. Jackboning. I don't know what it's called. I don't know. It's just words.
It's
Can I use
never been
words?
called jackbone.
Jackbone. Never. Hunching.
Nah.
Hunching. Is that good?
Yeah, hunching.
He's-
You got your clothes on though. I hope he ain't got. I hope he naked.
Okay,
He
so
in there
he,
fucking
so
somebody.
he is
Is he
fucking the
goosey?
shit out of
Oh,
out
he's having
of
sex.
the prom queen, right? You walk in the door. What do?
Close it and go. Close that motherfucker. That's my nigga, bro. I thought I'm a good parent. I raised him right.
I'm a good parent.
So the same goes for Kyla,
I
right?
kill a nigga. That nigga
No,
been that bed dead
no,
in the
it's gotta
motherfucker.
go the
Why?
same for Kyla. I was say Kyla, right? Is it Kayla?
Kyla. That motherfucker
okay.
been there dead in the motherfucker. Nigga. That be his last motherfucking nut motherfucker shit. Fucking with me.
All right.
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario?
Didi.
Nope.
Late night. You come home. Late night work. Same thing. Like KK was there where he come home late. Walk up the stairs to your daughter's room. Open the door and she's getting fucked by the prom king. What do?
That's my baby.
I'm trying to see if he fine first.
Ah.
Shit.
You go by looks?
Yeah. What
For
else
your
am I gonna
kid?
go by? What else am I gonna go by?
Hold on. Your daughter is getting fucked by some
And,
dude.
and you worried about the nigga
and
looks?
you making sure that nigga's attractive. I mean, if that's what it is, it's what it is. I'm
Yeah.
just asking.
Satori, he look good, girl. Close the door.
So she giving high fives like you. So KK would kill the nigga fucking his daughter. That's just different between men and women. You gonna
It's
you-
a fight.
you-
A fight go with
and,
that.
and,
nigga.
and you gonna dap her up, basically like
No,
baby.
I'm not gonna dap her up, but I honestly, I'm be like, all right, y'all, you gonna have to get your shit and get out,
That's it.
cause you can't. Yeah,
Can't be fucking in here.
You can't. You can be able to do
Here.
it.
Gee, I can
Your
fucking
mama's
hear.
not gonna be able. You ain't gonna be able to do it in here. Like he ain't got nowhere to take you, so you gonna come to my house? No, get both y'all leave, go somewhere else.
I had to tell the Johnny high school boyfriend that shit, man. I was like, look, man,
yeah, you
I
just
ain't
have to
gay,
go
bro,
somewhere.
but whatever you do to her, nigga, I'm gonna do to you, nigga. I
Twice.
fuck hard, nigga.
He finally admits it.
Like,
KK comes out the closet.
He was like, oh, like that nigga. I'm like, nah, I'm just fucking with you, man. You gotta put that fear in them niggas, though, man.
Pause, nigga, but just don't fuck my daughter.
Yeah,
nigga.
look.
No, not in for women. No, not in the house. And Satori is 23, so I can't.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's not like so.
So you
I'm
trying
thinking
to
of
get
a,
the leftovers? What you trying to?
no.
Does that nigga get a job? Let me see what that nigga look like.
I be seeing the
So,
memes, though,
looking
when
at
y'all
the-
be
looking
talking
at
about
the-
y'all be
look-
fucking their dads and I'm fucking your son. I'm like, well, y'all
That's like a
females is wild.
porn setup. Scene,
didn't say
something like
that.
that.
What you gonna do? You got 2 daughters. What would you do?
No.
You know what he gonna do?
Oh, that's low. That's low.
What's the scenario? Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario?
Twin beds, one in each bed. What you gonna do?
Yep.
Like I said.
Oh, I was about to get Brandon something. What I do right now at 9 and 10, I'm killing.
Nah, I'm talking about when they of age.
They understand that I have no problem going to jail for neither one of them. I would.
That's not a
would,
jailable offense.
No.
What
Why
you
not?
gonna do?
Someone's fucking both my daughters at the same time.
They're
nigga?
17.
Nigga,
Then them niggas over there like they high five.
oh, what they doing? The job out, nigga.
Well, what if
I'm
it's the other
killing-
way around? What if
killing
it's
everybody?
No, but what if it's the other way around? What if they're on top and the dudes are at the bottom and the girls are like
These are my.
Yeah.
These are my on the cool. Deep down on something like my babies is, but on the cool, I gotta do something. I gotta act a fool. Them niggas getting out the house and beating the shit out of my daughters, beating the fuck out them niggas, and that's kind of what it is.
Everybody getting hit with a belt in that
That's it.
situation.
Yeah,
Everybody
that's
get
it.
hit
No,
with
they,
a belt.
With the buckle side.
They getting hit
say.
with this motherfucker right here, and that's just what it is. I mean, period. That's kind of just what it is. I mean, I just have to. I feel like I have to. I probably black out, to be honest with you. Like my babies, come on now.
yeah.
Here we go, yo. Here we go,
That's an
yo.
asshole question, you
So
KK.
What the fuck you doing to my daughter? Nigga?
They're 9 and 11.
And then they turn and be like, sir, but she's doing it to me.
Brianna, you are dating the gentleman you're dating right now. Things are going good. 2 months down the road, you realize you're late.
To church?
Her her menstruation, her period has not came. What do you do?
I can finally stop stealing everybody else's babies. No, I'm kidding.
What do you do?
Baby shower.
You call them, you tell them, what do you
Your
do?
ass needs a job, nigga. Guess what?
You don't
You
tell
need a
them?
job, nigga.
They hiring at the Valero.
What do you
So
do?
funny story. Me and him have already talked about this.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. Hey,
so-
that's good.
This is a lot more serious than you made it seem
Yeah,
like.
because you
earlier.
said it
had
just
that
for the moment.
conversation.
Nigga, ain't nobody in the moment trying to have babies.
He
Nor
is-
have that conversation. That
But wait,
conversation
wait,
is
Wait,
not
wait,
the
wait.
door.
Let me
hold
let
on.
me finish. He is for the moment, but we've been seeing each other for a while. Just
So y'all have had that conversation.
We have.
But this is an
That means y'all
example.
had sex
Hold
before
on.
then, right?
This
We
is
have.
this is an example of communication, even in the for the moment type of
Man,
situation.
quit trying to be our Dr. Phil right now. We trying to see
Yeah.
what the fuck she
I'm
do.
just trying to help you out.
Nah, fuck
'Cause
that.
You don't.
What
Sometimes
would
you don't
you
know
do?
shit.
What would you
hey, I
do?
love the babies. Hey, I'm for it. Let's go.
Okay.
But yeah, and they've already talked about it. So,
So yeah, exactly.
you
We've
can't
already
make it a
talked
thing.
about it.
So-
Now, if it was some
He was
random
trying to make it a
dude-
thing.
If it was
I
some random
was.
dude,
He
that'd
was
be
trying to make it
something
a
different.
thing, and that's why I said
Yeah.
the communication was there. So
I was gonna make it like a big issue. I was gonna.
But
chop
if you're
your
just
ass
having
up.
fun with somebody, why is that
he's
even a
already
topic?
communicated to her.
Why is
though,
that a topic?
Because
though, if
it
y'all
is something
just
that can
having
possibly
fun?
happen.
So
It shouldn't.
Okay, well then you need to check your weenie.
Why the fuck?
so y'all having unprotected.
That's
sex
what I'm
is
saying.
Put that
Yeah,
weenie in a
hey,
chokehold.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I just got
Yeah,
you come, but so
thank
why y'all
you.
having unprotected sex?
If
and y'all
it's
just
just
being
fun.
like just
Maybe their conversation
Hold on,
wasn't.
Diddy. I could ask straight, get straight out the horse's mouth right now.
We're talking to you, Bree. Look
What's
up.
up?
Look up. Say cheese
Yeah,
Or I'ma answer your
Why
questions.
Why y'all having unprotected sex if y'all just for the moment?
for the moment.
So
You know, COVID is going
I
around,
think
right?
I think we've had a conversation
Condoms protect you
previously.
against COVID.
I think we have, and I think I've said this. I don't like new booty. Okay,
Okay.
so he's been around for years.
So you're recycling the penis.
If it's good,
All right. So next
You
topic.
don't like new booty?
I'll be mad if I'm disappointed.
Yeah, the disappointment.
You know what I'm
sucks.
saying?
It does. The disappointment hurts.
It happens.
You know, y'all disappoint sometimes too, right?
Thank you.
I mean, just let's be completely honest.
Ain't nobody told me yet, and they still calling.
Thank you.
So maybe there's somebody out there who's pissed off. But I know when I was, you know,
When you was what?
Hold on.
Say-
This
Nigga say something foul to them.
foul as fuck. That's just stop stuff. This is a question that we're gonna hold on to the end. We're gonna go over all those questions on that Facebook, and we're gonna talk about all that shit. So we have a good show for you guys today. We have some topics. You want to bring it in?
No, I was about to say the show was good already. Shit, look.
Like, this is good.
This shit already good.
Well, we're gonna continue this good ass show.
There we go.
And we got some topics for you. Well, you threw me all off. I'm over here stuttering and shit. Like I said, like I just don't normally stutter on a normal day-to-day basis, right? So we got some stories. We're gonna go over some new states. That's kind of interesting. We're gonna go over some. Yeah, we're gonna go over some Donald Trump shit. We always got to talk about him. We're gonna go over some NASCAR information, some mandates. We have Karen on the loose. She's back. She actually, I don't think she's ever stopped working and doing what Karen has been doing. But Karen's gonna be in our topics. So yeah, did y'all hear about Yeah, man. I'm gonna see if I can play this for you guys real quick, man.
Pop, lock, and drop.
I hope Facebook and YouTube and everybody else don't block us for playing this shit. Y'all remember that, right?
Yeah, I do.
I ain't gonna lie. When this shit came out, I had a system in the car say this shit hit.
For no reason, right?
Hit. Sound like people trying to get up out my trunk.
Got gorillas in the back. Beat on that goddamn trunk. Hey. Hey, them girls in the club being there just...
Yeah.
I be like,
Just standing there like Superman, nigga.
Nigga standing there with that. Bitch, I ain't dipping, but come on,
They
bring
don't
that
need
back
move.
up.
Just standing there like Superman. Let it work, nigga.
No, on the cool though, man, he passed away. He got shot Thursday night, Friday,
Crazy.
Thursday
Oh,
night.
what is his name?
Huey.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah, I
don't know
heard
his
about
Daughter's
government
name was Pop, Lock, and Drop It.
Yes. How Mr. Pop, Lock, and Drop It got...
Mr. Drop It got killed.
Mr. Drop-
But no, he was in a shooting. It was like 2 shootings on his block. I believe he died in front of his house. He got shot in front of his house. Drove to the ambulance to the hospital and died when he got to the ambulance shortly after he got shot.
Crazy.
He was 31, 32?
32, I believe.
Yeah, he was real young, so he is no longer with us. We don't know the situation.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And like the reason why I'm bringing this up is because this is like a classic. Like a song like that brings you to a time in your life to where like shit was good. KK's doing Superman in the club. I'm over there just jamming. You know, like this was a time where like because this song
What's
makes
the other one? Carrington?
Caro's. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Carrington.
Yeah, that shit was
Like,
hood
I
in the
make
motherfucker.
because these songs bring it's like nostalgia. You know, it's like
Yeah.
it brings you to a moment. And then it's crazy because this is just so long ago. He's our age. Well, I'm 38. So he's there. When we was kids, this is what we listened to. And just to find out that this nigga's gone, man, like it's just crazy. Like out of anyone you think.
Represent his block.
Yeah, so he was in St. Louis. I guess Brandon was saying he's a St. Louis star. I know that's the only song I've ever heard.
That's what I said. I ain't know he nigga had any other songs.
Yeah, but I guess he's big out there in St. Louis. So I guess rest in peace, rest in paradise, rest in heaven to Huey. It's a sorry situation.
All right.
We'll find more out about it when it comes out. They don't have too many details. I think there was someone else that got shot.
Yeah.
He was a 21-year-old guy, and he actually showed up to the police station. And I gave a report, but he didn't have any serious wounds. So it was like 2 different shootings on that block.
He gave a report?
That's something that I got from it. The
That's
other guy
good.
that got shot.
We need to start doing that, man.
Yeah, snitching
It's not bad because a nigga shoot me, and if I know who it is, nigga, you told the fuck on, nigga. Shit, nigga. You should have killed me, nigga. I'm telling you,
nigga, it was Webby. I promise you, it was Webby.
that nigga mama stay right behind the pop house on WWE White, sir.
Oh man,
shit.
But yeah, so that. Oh, also, what's going on this week? Let's see what this will play. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Today is DJ Screw's birthday. So I don't know if you ain't from Texas, Houston, you don't know what the hell this is.
It's crazy though, cause we used to listen to this shit all day.
For no reason.
I tried to play some Screw today. I couldn't do it, dog. Say I had about this song, nigga. I had a good 5 minutes in it, dog. And I can't hear this shit no more, man.
The first 10 minutes of this song is mediocre.
This whole like 38 minutes long. I'm like, you know
Big
what,
Poke
man?
come on, Big Poke kill that hoe. It gets better than.
I started just listening to other Screw songs. Like, damn, I can't believe I used to listen to this shit. Like, I ain't feeling it like I used to, man. Nigga just getting old now. Look,
yeah, nah.
I'm that old man now. What's that Darth Vader shit y'all listening to in the background?
Hey guys, I got some comments.
What you got?
AC Turner says, "What up?"
What's up?
What up?
And Adrian says it's only snitching if you're involved in a crime.
There you go. Yeah. And Adrian Gilbo.
Adrian Rivers.
Adrian, yeah. Hey, yes, that is very true. I would snitch on a motherfucker. Like, I'm not gonna tell on myself, but if I'm like a witness or something, that can actually help somebody or help my life, nigga, it's a rap, nigga. It's the
telling.
difference between snitching and tattletale. I'll tell
I'm
like
telling.
a motherfucker. I ain't snitching on nobody.
I
But
am. I don't. And my mom, I was told as a youngster, if you go to jail, I ain't bailing you out. And I've never been to jail, nigga. I listened to that shit. Nigga, in my car weed, I get pulled over. I'm like, no, you got weed, dog. Like, yeah. Before you come in my car with that weed, nigga,
I'm gonna let you know.
I'm gonna let you know.
Pulled
Soon
over,
as I get
telling.
my ID, Didi got an ounce on her.
Y'all, just remember, y'all do not ride no goddamn well with
Niggas
KK.
don't get in my car anyway, so it don't matter. Yeah.
This nigga KK is.
Better get you an Uber. Put that shit in the Uber with you, nigga.
KK is not your friend, guys.
Nah,
Adrian says witness ain't a snitch.
No, that's true. I mean, shit. I mean,
No, that. Yeah.
it's a fine line, but there's
not a
things
fine line,
there's
nigga,
things
shit.
that I will not go to jail for another motherfucker for. I mean, there's just some things I just won't do. Call me a bitch. Call me
nigga say
what you wanna call me.
something, all things, nigga. All things I won't go to jail for, motherfucker, for.
So we had in the news. So in the news, as I stated earlier, we're talking about the states, new states. So there's 51 states now.
So, little bitty DC.
DC, Washington D.C. has just now became a state. I'm not sure when it's going to go into effect, but I know they just passed the as a bill or something like that made D.C. now a state. Now this is the fucked up thing about it that makes all this interesting. Okay, so D.C. has been around for I think 200 some years. Well, as long as the country's been around, and has never been a state, right?
Nope.
So they're still paying taxes. So that's the biggest thing that was in D.C. that they're talking about taxation without representation. So they're never represented in national affairs. They run their city as if they are an actual
But it's
state.
a part of Maryland, right? Or is
DC,
it always?
no, DC
is just its own thing.
DC is DC. It was area taken from I think Virginia and Maryland to make
Okay.
the District of Columbia. So it's not federally ran or covered by anybody. So that means they don't get to vote when it comes to presidential elections and federal things. They never had any say in that. There are 700,000 individuals in DC, 46% being black. So that was a lot of voting power
Yeah.
taken away. You know, people in DC gonna vote. They're in the middle of it all,
Yeah.
and they never
did.
really had a say. Now, when they passed everything, the Democrats. So they're 232 votes. So Democrats have a total of 233 votes, right? 232 votes went towards making DC a state to give them statehood, so now they can have representatives into federal affairs.
Right.
One did not vote. One person voted no, and that individual is from Minnesota. Goddamn Minneapolis.
Well,
The Democrat from Minneapolis said no. There's 178 Republicans. All of them motherfuckers said no to making DC a state.
really.
And one independent, one independent from Michigan also said no. So it was passed at 232 votes, yays, to 180 nays. That's interesting.
That's real
So
interesting.
I get it. The Republicans ain't stupid. They didn't want them niggas to get voting rights because they don't. And then the Republicans were mainly saying that, why should they be a state? It's only 700,000 people.
Those lives matter.
Well, what they're saying is it's
Those
not even
votes
big enough.
matter.
It's like a city.
Don't do that.
No, they're saying it's like a city.
Those
It's a
votes
city.
matter. That's what I should have said.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
votes matter.
But they're saying it's a city. It's a small city. Like, why should the city get? I'm like, dang. So they're
Still matters.
So they're saying Vermont has like 300,000 people in there, and I think
The whole
Wyoming
state?
has in the whole state. Wyoming has I think 600,000, or maybe those two are mixed up. Alaska has only 730,000. So DC is bigger, is just the same size, if not bigger than those three states, and all those three states have statehood.
So it's basically because DC has more black people in
It's
it.
going to
That's
be
what you're saying.
Democratic reign.
Democratic.
And it's going to tilt. You have 51
Yeah.
states, not the 25 like they like to try to have. You're going to have the Democrat side is going to have a little tilt. So the Republicans were saying no. So I get why they're saying no, and it's very smart of them. It's fucked up. But as everyone always talks about how the Republicans are like, we don't like you, or they're trying to not control you, but the government, they're trying to give you your freedom. Like, they're not. And the Democrats aren't as bad as they try to make. Like, we just want welfare, and they're just giving us blah, 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 and Democrats are racist. I mean, it's the truth to it, but it's also not.
Yeah.
But in this case, it's fucked up what the Republicans
Yeah.
have done. And they're also saying, just one kind of cool fact, they were saying that DC coming into the union with 700,000 citizens is the second biggest of any state ever coming into the union outside of Oklahoma. So when Texas was coming into the union, they didn't have 700,000. Florida, Hawaii, whatever state, no state has had as many people come into the union with 700,000.
We have a question.
Go ahead.
How many electoral votes are they going to assign them?
I believe one, from what I was listening. 1 or 2, not a lot because most states, big states have 2. But I believe they'll have 1. Right now they have 1 representative, and their vote doesn't count. So, of course, none of their votes goes towards federal. But I believe 1, whoever asked that question. So that's kind of dope. And you can check me. Y'all fucking fact check me all the time.
It was Adrian.
Adrian, yeah. So Adrian, look that up. Adrian is dope. Adrian will look that shit up for me. He'll kind of know himself. So that's a DC thing. So that's kind of crazy, man.
That's real crazy.
Like just fucking up everything. Like they really don't want us to win. And this is very important because we have that election coming up in November.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And they're gonna have a federal say in it. So that's gonna tilt the scale also. When you have 46% of a city, and not just any city, it's not like fucking Detroit. It's Washington D.C. that's in the middle of all this shit. Yeah. So them black individuals and Democrats are gonna vote. And I know Adrian, as he comments, I know he hates Biden. And that's a whole nother topic, of course. But I hate to say it's always about picking the lesser of the two evils, so to speak. Mm-hmm. But we got to get Trump out of there. Yeah. As far as a leader, we can say Trump is a great man. He's honest. He's awesome. But as
who
far
will
as
say
leader,
that though?
I'm not saying no. People say that.
People say
that he's a great man.
That is said across the globe.
He's a great businessman. That motherfucker an idiot though, man.
I think he's a decent businessman. I wouldn't say he's great.
He's better at that than being a president.
I mean, yeah, exactly. He gets a lot of other things he can do, but we need to get him out of the office, and we need to come up with a strategy.
Wasn't it cool at one point that Trump was running though?
Was it what?
Wasn't it pretty cool that Trump was running? At one point, it was cool.
Running what?
For president.
Like this term or last term?
Last term.
No, everyone thought it was dope. I mean, everyone thought
so that's
it was
my point.
Yeah, so
we didn't think that motherfucker gonna win though. Shit.
No, I mean, but he won by a pretty good margin. Yeah. So I mean, obviously a lot of people think that he was and is, and his numbers are going down. His polling numbers are going down. And the way he's handling this COVID thing is really bad.
I'm just saying, everybody thought he was so cool because he would get up there and clown and make jokes, and he was so funny.
They thought that's what we needed, right?
Yeah, they thought we needed humor, and he's still doing the same thing.
And now running.
And now it's funny. It's not funny anymore. Yeah. And I said this back when I was like, y'all think this shit is funny? It's not gonna be funny at the end.
Oh, nigga, that shit's cute, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like him, but I like the fact that he speaks his fucking mind. So
I don't like it.
Cause people don't speak their mind like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think so?
I don't mind him speaking his mind. But when you speak your mind, have substance when you're speaking your mind. He just speaks and says bullshit.
He says whatever the hell he wants.
What I'm saying,
he says whatever the hell it is he wants, whether it sounds professional or not. But remember, at the beginning, this was cool.
Yeah.
This was cool. It was cool. We saw it. We had a red flag.
He had sound bites every week or something.
We had a red flag, but so many people thought it was funny and it was cute. And a lot of those people are our people.
Yeah, no, agreed.
Because it was, Trump is funny. Look, all up and down my timeline.
I like niggas combs and shit.
I didn't want to say it.
Hey, that's how you talk,
but
though. That's how when he was running. How they do it?
He's funny.
It's funny watching him turn now, though. It's real funny
and
watching people like
white people.
Now it's the
white people turned on his ass quick.
And once you get a white person off your back, especially in your public, once you lose a white Republican's back,
it's over for you, buddy.
You might as well go ahead on and just sit.
It's over.
And then so we also have, speaking of Trump, the TikTokers. The TikTokers destroyed Trump's rally. Did y'all hear about that?
What?
So,
God.
The Juneteenth rally he was supposed to have on Juneteenth. Remember we discussed that, right? And then he had to push it back to the next day, which was the day after Juneteenth, which was, I believe, Saturday. Mm-hmm. A bunch of TikTokers and K-poppers
and P-poppers
ordered tickets, free tickets, reserved tickets. So Trump was like, we're going to have about 1 million people show up to this rally at the arena that was in, I guess, BOK in Tulsa. So he had like outside venues set up so he can for a runoff and had people out there ready so he can go out there and talk to the millions of people coming to see him. Nigga,
Ghosted nigga.
6,200 people showed up.
Yeah, they ghosted his ass.
That is it. So they ordered a bunch of tickets and never showed up. So K-pop, you know what K-pop is. TikTok, you know what TikTok is. That.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And K-pop, you know what K-pop. So we're
That looks like the same shit.
so this is K-pop.
I don't know what a K-pop is.
It's a genre of music, Korean pop. She wrecked herself.
Does she?
She wants some badusi.
Did she say that?
It sounds like I want some badusi.
I don't know what the hell she said.
What the fuck did you just hear though?
But that it's Korean. So it's Korean. So it's
I want some badusi.
it's oopsie. It's called oopsie.
I want some badusi.
I thought, hey, I wonder what she was saying. I need to holler at my Koreans and Korean friends and see if they know, or I don't know.
She said she wants some bitches
Something
neck.
said, oopsie. But that's K-pop. So K-pop is Korean pop, and that's a thing. And that video,
music,
that music,
that type of music,
that type of music. That's a bunch of Korean.
Okay.
Their followers and the pop stars, they all and TikTokers, they all said they got together somehow through the World Wide Web, secret web, and said, "Hey, we're gonna order a shitload of Trump tickets, and we're not gonna go." So Trump's saying his numbers are gonna be all high and getting everything together, and only 6,200 people show up. So it was a fail. Is
that right up there?
What?
Black screen.
Look at the right screen, Didi.
Oh.
But yeah. So that's kind of what it was. So that's kind of dope. That was kind of dope, Didi, right? Hey, her technical difficulties is always funny, right?
Right up there.
You should have seen last. So last week we were trying to talk about left and right, and then we had like the sign, the information and shit, and she's over there looking. What are y'all talking about?
Because you kept saying right there, but you was doing right here. You was like right there, and I'm like,
yeah, but it was on the screen.
Adrian didn't even know. He was like,
yeah, Adrian was slow and picked that shit up too.
And then he was like,
and then finally Adrian picked it up and was like, he looked at the screen. Anyway, but that's what happened with the Trump rally. So that was kind of a victory because of course we need Trump's numbers not to go down. We need people to kind of get off this Trump bandwagon. So Trump showed his true colors in the whole rally. Did y'all watch the rally?
I was busy. I didn't have time to watch.
It's
the
on
rally.
YouTube if you want to watch on the way home.
Oh, I don't like to watch and drive. Just drink and drive. No,
Please don't say that shit.
I'm just joking.
We here on the show for socially irresponsible. We do not condone drinking and driving.
No, we
Please
do
make
not.
sure you get home safely. Uber
I do
or
drink
Lyft.
and drive though. I have coffee.
Don't try to switch it up.
She showed tried
fucked
to. She
up.
showed tried to
You
fix
I
it.
fucked up.
drank this all the way over here. This was coffee. Smell it.
What you call a black Karen?
Yeah.
What you got, a black?
Is
Hey, get that shit out my goddamn
that
face. Yeah, you gotta put that motherfucker in my mouth.
it smell like you, right?
Nah, that shit don't smell like me, plus. Shit.
Old coffee bean
Got
ass.
that motherfucker all
Smelling.
in my face. Shit.
Lips over there touching goddamn. Yo, you definitely gonna have corona. If you don't have it now,
That
you
shit
got
didn't touch
corona
my
now.
mouth.
KK,
But,
shut up. You didn't say nothing until you realized it was. Oh, wait a minute. I ain't supposed to like this. Man, get this out of my face. He didn't realize. Oh, shit.
Hey, that's that brother and sister shit they always do. God
He
damn,
waited till
too.
it was right here. He had to think. Man, and he man, that's exactly
You
what
done?
you
Nigga?
did.
You finished or you done?
I'm gonna keep on going.
Hurry the fuck up then.
Keep on
Shit.
going.
So anyway, that's what happened. That was good, guys. We need this nigga's numbers going down. Candy cane. Bubba Wallace. We got Bubba Wallace in the news. So this is actually another interesting story. So a lot of people are thinking this is going to turn into a Jesus Juicy Smollett. Jesse
This
Smollett.
motherfucker said Jesus.
Jesus Smollett. Jesus Smollett.
No, that was from y'all seen that Dave Chappelle special? What did he say when he was talking? You know what I'm talking about? No.
I'm not a fan.
Oh, you crazy.
Of what?
Dave
Dave
Chappelle.
Chappelle.
Oh man,
You don't like Dave
tripping.
Chappelle?
His voice sounds like nails on a chalkboard
Man,
to
fuck
me.
that nigga. Dave Chappelle's hilarious.
Oh, I like Dave Chappelle.
He's hilarious. But he was talking about that French actor.
But his voice don't sound like.
Okay, hold on. Go back. That nigga's voice.
Why don't you really like him?
I just told you. He's not funny and his voice
He's
sounds
fucking
like
You don't think he's
nails.
funny?
No.
Dave Chappelle's hilarious.
Okay.
He's hilarious. You're not gonna talk out of it, but Dave Chappelle's fucking hilarious. I've had this conversation with him before. Yeah.
All right, what's next?
But no, so we have Bubba Wallace. Interesting story. So do y'all know who Bubba Wallace is?
Yeah.
We talked about him as well last show, I think. He was the guy that petitioned and asked NASCAR to take out the Confederate flag in all NASCAR events and or affiliated places.
And now he's the only one in NASCAR. He's
Actually,
racing himself.
No, and that's what I would have thought.
They removed that flag fast too.
Quick.
God, that was quick.
I would have thought that he would have been. I would have thought that NASCAR is an organization, and with the people affiliated, the ones that say nigger a lot, like with the hardest of ours.
So only one of you. You don't have that many people watching you.
Yeah, but
you're not gonna mess with our dollars at all. But
they supported him.
They switched up though,
didn't they? They supported him thick. So with his story, it's kind of interesting. So, as we talked about, June 7th is when he wore that "I Can't Breathe" shirt. He was like he had an "I Can't Breathe" black T-shirt that he wore to support the protest against police brutality. This was June 7th, all right? June 8th is when he called for the ban of the Confederate flag at all races. That was June 8th, right after his appearance in Atlanta. And if that was after the George Floyd situation. June 10th, that's when he drives his car, the Black Lives Matter painted car, doing a NASCAR Series Cup race. That was June 10th. And then on June 10th, that is actually when NASCAR said, hey, we're banning the flag. So he asked for it on June 8th. By June 10th, the flag was gone.
2 days.
You ain't bringing in
They
on
did
venues.
good.
Yeah,
They did good.
Tailgating, they can't be nowhere.
Nowhere, hanging anywhere, even on the driver's lapel or shirts or buttons or nothing.
They did good.
2 days. That's gonna go back into the pandering conversation we're gonna have later.
Yeah.
And then so 2 weeks later, 11 days later, June 21st, Wallace was to drive at Talladega. The race had to be rescheduled because of rain, so they rescheduled the race to the next day. And that was the day that night of the 21st at Talladega, they found a noose hanging in his garage. Now, if you've never seen how garages have the garage and they have the rope that you use to pull it up and down, I don't know if you know how it looks, but it's literally a little cheap ass string that they use.
It's not much.
Wrap your hand around it and pull it up and
I
down.
think
That's
we
it.
thought it was a noose.
Nigga, that's a noose.
That's a noose. What you mean we thought?
Where?
That's what he found in his garage.
See it in the corner right there.
So did you read the update on that?
What was the update?
The update was when the guy, what was his name, who was in there?
Bubba Wallace.
He didn't even know that. Supposedly, he didn't know that they don't know which stall they're going in. None of them know which stall they're supposed to be in.
That was his stall that he had a week prior to this race. That was
it was a week prior to, so maybe the update this week was wrong.
He had that stall a week prior to this race. So when we went back to the stall, I'm assuming they maybe get the same stalls. Maybe it could be a coincidence. Maybe they meant to have it in the stall of a white guy, and just Bubba Wallace so happened to get that
One
stall.
black person, it just happened to fall in his shit.
Now this is the thing. So that happened on the 21st.
That was the update that I got this week on this whole situation.
And then on the 22nd, after that happened, that next morning they launched an FBI investigation, right? So before, and it's kind of cool because right before this happened on the night of the 21st. On June 22nd, they had the race. Sun shining, they had the race. The whole NASCAR pushed his car in front of everyone's car.
Every
into
driver,
first position.
yeah.
Every driver, the owners, the
Crews.
yeah. Everyone that was involved in NASCAR pushed his car to first position to start the race off like that. It was fucking kind of moving and dope, right?
Okay.
And this is an organization like NASCAR. You never thought NASCAR would give two fucks about a black anything, right?
Right.
I wouldn't think so.
It's basically like South, like real South.
Yeah.
Alabama's Alabama.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
teeth. My sister's cute, god damn it.
And
That's
her kids look good too.
because they look just like me.
Yep. I'm their daddy.
That's Alabama.
Bet you didn't know.
That they know, nigga. We know that's Alabama. That's NASCAR. As bad as that sounds,
Hey, don't affiliate me with no shit like that, man.
no, it's only entertainment.
Yeah, please specify that shit, man. I'll be the motherfucker get stopped. That nigga was on that show. Nah,
Was
I
you
snitched.
talking about it?
That was
boy?
Damien Indiana shit.
Hey, you a whole name.
It gave you a government.
I know.
But
Oh,
so
Sugar
right, I know
Dee. My bad.
So
That's all right. I know your
that
address.
happened, and they kind of
Start
moved his car to first position, right?
yelling that out.
He actually finished 14th that race, which was the best he's ever finished at
He
Talladega.
should have won.
Did you watch the race?
No, but I heard.
Oh, okay.
I don't watch that shit.
But they gonna get you for that.
Yeah.
And then on the 25th.
What you say you don't watch that shit?
and on the
Boy.
on the 25th of June, two days ago, that's when NASCAR reported said the news was actually real. It wasn't a fake news. It was real. This wasn't a made up story. That's a picture that they released of the news. And they said out of all the garages affiliated with NASCAR, it's 1,684 garages that is affiliated with NASCAR. They said 11 of them had ropes to raise the garage up and down. 0 had nooses used as ropes. Except this one. That was in his stall. So as you're saying, is they're saying that they didn't know it was going to be his garage? That could be true.
I don't know.
But
That was something I had
major.
read. Well, actually, I didn't read. Sheba, Jaden's godmom, we go walking every day. And it was literally like maybe 2-3 days ago. And she was we were talking about this.
White people still
and
being nice to
she
you
was,
when y'all walk?
yeah. They're actually being nicer now. Well, you know,
think it would get better.
the white people are being nice, but the Hispanics that's different, you know.
Finish your story. That's a whole show in its own.
Yeah. I don't know what happened with them. It's like.
So what was they saying as you was walking?
So she was telling me about this.
I get pissed off with the Hispanic conversation. No, I'm so serious.
She was just telling me that the news she had been watching, because she watches the news all day. That's her thing. She watches the news. And in the news, and I don't know which news it was. So they were saying that what you just said. Okay. There was the ropes in the garage to bring it up and down or whatever. If that is the actual picture of the garage, then I guess maybe you're right in the news. But they were basically saying that they confirmed, and even Bubba, he confirmed, we don't know. That's what she was telling me, that he actually came and said, well, no, I didn't know. We don't ever know which garage we're going to be in. And it just so happened that day I was in that one or whatever. And no, they don't know. You just kind of get assigned or whatever. And so they kind of...
I did hear that. He's kind of playing it off, saying that he doesn't think it was an attack directly to him. Right. He just so happened. It's too many coincidences.
Yeah, it was just he just so happened to be in that one, but I don't know. Anyway, and I don't know where the news, so I can't read it verbatim because I was just walking and talking.
Well, that's what we have now. So the whole report is real. Again, we don't know if it was someone trying to directly do it for Bubba Wallace. It's just a big coincidence. Maybe it could be a Jesus Smollett situation to where he's making all this shit up, which I doubt it. But this is what's going on right now. So the shit is real, guys. I'm proud of NASCAR though. I will say that.
Yeah, I'm proud of NASCAR too. Hey, those are some good moves. They're
welcome to the barbecue. Come on, NASCAR. They come to the barbecue.
That's everything I want to eat tonight.
Hey, you were saying that shit earlier, right?
Yeah, I sure was.
Hey. So NASCAR, y'all are welcome to the barbecue. Matter of fact, y'all can get a whole plate. I'll make your plate, goddamn it, because y'all have really, whether it's
you want some greens,
or not,
beans, potatoes, mashed potatoes.
She said smashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
And then
gravy.
And now we got the mandate in Texas. So everyone's out there singing green bean. That's song. I don't know the song. I stutter a lot, so I really can't sing shit that I don't know. I gotta write shit down first before I sing it. I'll be over here stuttering like a bitch. Like one song, SNW, the
Snoop.
Yeah. But what song when he had
SNWOP
with Dre?
Shiznit.
No, with Dre. The Shiznit. He's want to say that.
No, that's the song when he said SNWOP.
No, the one with Dre when he's talking about this first song that came out.
I don't know what beat that is. 187 on the cover.
No, the one him and Dre just first came out with.
G thing?
Yeah, and
Jesus Christ, nigga.
Yeah, that's
I don't know what that beat is either.
That still don't sound like that.
Ain't nothing but a G thing, baby.
There you go.
That's not the beat. That's the word.
What's the beat then? Tell me the beat. What is the beat?
I don't know where I really don't remember, but that's not it either. No, it's something.
No.
Oh, them is the words.
2, 3. So what's the beat?
Those are the words.
So
I don't know the beat, nigga.
So you see how difficult that shit was for me?
Nigga.
So that song, but that probably goes SNWO. He spells like long. He spells out long. Yeah, he spells out Long Beach or some shit like that. On Dre's part, nigga, I stutter. I fuck up everything. I don't know what the hell I spelled.
A B C D E F G.
Spelled his name.
No, but he spelled Long Beach LL. Then it says I don't know. He spelled something. I stutter that shit every time. Is what I'm trying to say.
I think you just made up new lyrics.
It took me.
I think you're confused.
It's a different song, nigga.
I don't think he spells out Long Beach.
No.
Doesn't he?
He spells out his name.
His name.
Is that what it is?
SNWOP DOGG.
Yeah. So I stuttered on the DOWG. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it
What's
is.
that little black boy, that fat boy with the memes?
Hey, you look like that nigga. Hey, we need to put that shit on there. What's that nigga's intro? We gonna change the intro all together, goddammit. Do that again. Make them eyes. Make them eyes, KK. That nigga said,
I forgot what I did.
we gonna get you a striped t-shirt and everything, goddammit. Both of y'all be candy cane in this bitch. But no, I fuck up. I stutter a lot, so fuck y'all.
Okay.
I fuck up.
Cane.
Now we got Texas. Texas is back in the news again with the coronavirus. Nigga, stay your ass at home. That's kind of where we're going to. So, Mr. Abbott opened up the city kind of early, like people suspected. I don't think it was Abbott's fault. I think he opened up the city as he should have. I think motherfuckers didn't listen.
He was peer pressured.
Maybe.
By who?
I mean, I didn't. You're asking me.
He fucked us.
You think so?
It was too soon, man. It was too soon, man.
I just think people wasn't really listening. Like.
Well, if you
basic shit.
stayed home, then you wouldn't have to worry about listening.
That's true.
You can't expect Target, Walmart, HEB to enforce that shit and work. You know what I'm saying? Like,
why not? If they want to open and make money,
You can't. But
you
that's
can't
like
enforce that
an oxymoron.
shit.
Like, stay home, but come shop.
no. I'm saying if you run HEB, you run HEB. You don't run motherfuckers coming there with masks on. You don't have the.
No. Do you remember
These motherfuckers is walking around with flashlights. You got some real crazy motherfuckers. Bitch ass nigga, I don't want to wear a mask. Then what you gonna do then? And he out there just.
I mean, I didn't
And there's no enforcement for that.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
HEB
what it is, it's enforced now. I think, right?
No, it's not, because when this shit first started, they were saying that businesses can only open up themselves to 25% capacity of whatever the store holds. So there's motherfuckers waiting out line, Home Depot, HEB, wherever. Nigga, I haven't had to wait in a line at all, and these stores have been crowded. Like, they just got lax and just stopped doing shit. Because remember, it's supposed to be phases. And like you said, they don't have security. They don't want to handle the harassment or the issues with trying to make sure people have masks.
And there's no there's no reinforcement for that. So if you have someone who is, say you go to HEB and you're shopping and Abbott is saying wear a mask everywhere you go.
Yeah.
But you've got 3 or 4 people, whatever. You got a handful of people going places with no mask on. These store managers don't want to have to box. Don't nobody want to fight your ass.
With somebody without a mask,
because
like
you
a small
don't have
corner store or something, and
I go in there sometimes.
and a worker say, you can't come in here and shop.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers lose it now. Like, bro, just go get a fucking mask.
I want my cigarettes.
Yeah,
It's
like,
like
bro, it's not that
they
goddamn
turn
serious.
into.
Just get a fucking
I've been
seen it
told
the
to
other
go.
day.
I've been told to go back and get my mask. I forget in the car. I just don't have one. And
But
I'm
you've
like,
got people
and
who
I'll go
don't-
back and
they're-
get it.
Yeah, but
No.
it's people that's really. I was in Family Dollar. Nigga lost his motherfucking mind. Like, bro, I got a mask in the car. I mean, you finna go to jail over fucking 99-cent mask, dog. Like,
Stupid shit.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, it's just dumb, man. Like,
Well, that's the situation. So we're going to be back to the lockdown. They had to close. I think what it was is the bars and shit. I think that was the stupid thing to open. Targets and
Yeah.
stuff. Okay, I get Targets. I mean, Targets need their essential,
They
but
have
like opening.
necessities.
but they
Ross's-
big enough. They big enough.
Yeah.
These little bitty ass bars, man.
Niggas trying to get
Packed.
pussy and shit. And little ass bars and shit.
I think. Well, like Target, Walmart, all of your shopping, whatever. I think that's probably a little different because you're in and out. Like you go in, you get what you want, and then you leave.
And you're not in the face with being
yes,
inside people's
but
face.
with the bars and everything, and whatever clubs and lounges and everything that they're opening up, or that they did have open up. That's because you sitting there next to each other or whatever.
I'm in that motherfucker, my same cup. Hey, pour it in here, nigga. Pour my shit back in here, nigga. I don't even want a new glass. Nigga. I ain't probably be washing dishes good in this bitch, man.
Nigga,
Fuck
it
that.
be bad.
Hey, pour that vodka in this cup,
Niggas
man.
go to whispering in females' ears and shit, music all loud and shit. How you gonna social distance in the club where you trying to get some pussy? You been
they
on
doing
quarantine
this.
for
They
2
doing
goddamn
this.
months. They had pussy.
Doing this.
Yeah, that pussy in a long time.
No, they do this number.
No.
No, it's been bad at that. So I mean, so that's kind of what it is, man. So they said one day like all bars need to be closed by noon.
By noon.
Yeah.
Yesterday, right? It was yesterday, right?
Was it yesterday? It was one
No, it
of
was
them days.
what's
Friday?
Today?
Oh, it was Friday, right?
What's today? Today's Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
It was
yesterday.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know what today
You
was.
can't
That's
even
fucked up.
even buy liquor until afternoon. So some of these bars is just, they don't even open till 2:00. So that was it. That was it.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
so a lot
well.
of these bars are no longer, man. So go to fucking Costco's, HEB, and get your wine and your liquor and call it a day. Goddamn shit.
That's where all the girls at anyway, shit.
Why you bullshitting?
So Redog says it's also the beaches.
Now, people can't stay out the beaches.
Nigga won't go in there anyway.
Yeah, especially in the Texas beach. I'm staying away from that shit.
No,
You know what I'm saying? And then my daughters were going to the public pools. I was mad at their mom. Like, why in the fuck are they in public pools? I understand she wants them to have fun and no shots thrown her way, but it's not safe. I mean, that's all it is. Any public situation. My kids went to the neighbor's pool. They got their own personal pool. I was like, yeah, you can go over there. You know what I mean? They play them outside all day long anyway. But in my neighborhood, my kids are probably the only group that leaves my neighborhood and comes back because they got to go see their mom every week. So these neighbors are more worried about my kids than I am of them. These kids ain't left this neighborhood maybe once a week, you know, for 3 hours every week. You know, they are here most of the time.
Yeah.
So, man, quarantine yourselves, man. Not in quarantine, just stay home. Find you what Bree got. Find you what Miss Alls got. And take that nigga home, no condom to nothing, and just have fun.
Oh my God! Your business all out there, man.
Had that conversation and just have fun. Yeah, that's what she's doing.
I'm minding my damn business.
Thank you.
So now it's kind of crazy because with all this stuff going on, KK, this right before the show earlier today, you was on Facebook.
I seen it on Twitter. I had to post that shit.
So what's going on in this world? What do they got going on?
So in Texas, realtors are now not calling the main bedroom a master bedroom. So I'm like, you motherfuckers is being real funny right now. You know what I'm saying? That ain't the shit we asking for. We asking. Don't nobody go home, but I'm going to the master bedroom. Motherfuckers, you don't have to change the name. Just stop fucking killing us. That's all you gotta do.
You ever been offended because someone introduced the room as the master bedroom?
Never in my life. Now we fighting for that motherfucking bedroom.
Hell, I just gave it up.
The master bedroom to a kid?
No, to my mama.
Oh, okay.
Would you ever get offended? Does someone calling that bedroom the master bedroom, does that offend you as a black woman?
No,
as a black woman, no.
Because we don't call it master. It was master. It's a whole different word.
Yeah, master.
No, the reason why we called it master bedroom is because it was the bigger. It was always the bigger bedroom, and it had a bathroom in it. So
we know why.
It was considered the bigger bedroom.
Because I run
in
this
that
motherfucking house,
and
I'm gonna get the big room.
I'm the master. I own this room.
I never knew that it was a bedroom or where it came from.
It was master. No, it's always been master.
Oh,
I just speak fucked up.
It's
always been master.
Bedroom. So they don't want to. What they want to call it now? The prime room.
The primary bedroom, the primary and the secondary bedrooms. So that's the point. So they're giving us everything that we don't want, and that was the point of KK's post.
Ain't nobody give no shit about that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like that ain't the shit we ask. Since they being funny, I'm just finna go look at houses, and as soon as a white motherfucker say this the master. I mean, the primary, you fucked up.
Yeah.
What's your name?
I damages, motherfucker. I'm gonna need like 3.5 million.
What's your name?
Yeah, I'm gonna need 3.5 million.
That's crazy though. Just like the fucking Democrats, which I want to ride with them so much, and I do. I'm not gonna lie, I do in some cases. When the motherfuckers had dashikis and what do they call
kente cloths.
Yeah, them kente cloths on for that.
To me, that was overboard. That was overboard. It was for show. This is not in your closet.
Funny.
This is not something that you wear on a daily basis. You don't have this shit in your closet and you wear it every so often.
Never wear that shit ever again.
Yeah.
And before the speech, you saw the motherfuckers took a knee 6 feet from each other before they went into that meeting.
So they practiced this like a play in elementary school.
What? Wait.
But to say that we doing this to support the Black Lives, bitch, we don't even wear that shit. Like what?
We are not African. We're Black Americans that have been. Y'all ain't fucking up Africa. Y'all are fucking us here. You're fucking us up here. The issue is here, not in Africa.
It's ridiculous that they had that shit on, man.
Now one of them black men.
If that's the only way they could show support. That's the only way they can show support. That's sad. And
what kind of pissed me off, what I was laughing at is there were like actual black people out there that was like, you know what, this is a great idea. Let's do this, guy. Like there was no real nigga out there to say, hey, yeah, y'all shouldn't do this. This is a bad look, man. Yeah. Like this may not be what you want to do right now. No,
I haven't seen anyone here in San Antonio who dresses like that.
I know Africans don't even wear that shit, man.
Yes, I don't know any black person, nor have I seen a black person in San Antonio wearing dashikis.
It's too hot to wear that shit anyway.
We had
walking around musty.
Nigga die wearing that shit, man.
I actually seen dashikis. Like I was gonna buy one that was on IG, and it was like a dope. Man, do y'all ever get tricked by these IG posts of clothes and shit and go on there and just start buying jeans? I don't click on none of that shit because
that should be all over my phone, man.
Yep.
Nigga,
I bought something.
I bought all kinds of shit.
I bought some hair curlers.
Don't look like
I ain't got them yet. I ordered them in April.
Some of my favorite jeans I have right now. With
they
the
gave me
knees
my
out.
money back.
Oh, good.
Some of my favorite jeans with the knees out I got right now is from a Facebook ad. I got some jeans just like you, nigga. Favorite jeans. I love them goddamn jeans.
Y'all like y'all knees out.
Nigga,
Y'all fast.
my knees, and my thighs out there. I ain't gonna lie, my knees and my thighs out a little bit. Nigga, I wear them hoes next show just to show you. I love them jeans.
Oh, they good.
I love them jeans.
Oh, I thought you were saying it was bad
No,
quality.
those are my favorite jeans I got right now. Those jeans that I got them for like $12 too.
On the marketplace?
No,
You
like
said Facebook.
no, it's you
Like,
scrolling through.
It'd be ads on there.
Like
you
from
click on
vendors.
shit.
They
Actual
be getting-
vendors.
I bought a back machine off that motherfucker. I was like, bro, I sent the message like, y'all took the money out a month ago. Like, yeah, it should be here in about 30 to 35 days. Bitch, my back hurt now. It's like
My back
60
was hurting
days?
40 days ago.
That
If
shit
you
be
would've
coming
told me
from
that, I
China.
would-
That
yeah.
that shit take 58 days.
That shit came in a piece of paper, man. Say, look,
Yeah,
you
like-
couldn't even put my shit in a box.
That shit
That
come in
shit
a
was
letter
a piece of paper
envelope.
with a rubber band wrapped around that motherfucker.
Nigga,
Like,
look
yeah.
at it. Nigga tap that bitch with a little piece of scotch tape on that old nigga. There you go. Hope it makes it. With a big ass fragile sign on the front of the door. I didn't got that I got me and DeAndre a jacket. I got me a jacket and I ordered 2 on accident. And the cool thing about, so if y'all ever order, I'm gonna put y'all up on some game. If y'all ever order anything from those sites from China, call them back and say you don't want it. It's the wrong size. What they'll do, instead of you sending it back to them, they'll just refund you like 60% of whatever you purchased it for, and they say just keep it, give it away, give it a goodwill, donate it. We don't want it back. So you get whatever you got for 60%
You be
off.
forgetting you ordered that shit from China, man.
Hey, that shit do take.
Nigga knock on your door like, look what I order, man.
Yeah, that shit. I got 2 jackets on accident.
You ordered this about
Yeah.
3 months ago?
I forgot I had that
Order
shit.
has arrived.
What accent was that?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was
What
something.
the fuck was that from?
One of them T-Mobile.
I know.
Say, you ever called the
ordered-
motherfucking T-Mobile? Who you got?
Definitely not T-Mobile.
Bro, I
had
got T-Mobile,
and
man.
Yeah.
When them
yeah.
phones went out and I called, America, please say.
Can I speak to
you
America?
You can't do shit for me right now. Please, I'm in the mood already. Please.
Nigga, I heard.
I need an English speaking motherfucker on this phone ASAP.
I heard some shit about T-Mobile. One thing I heard about T-Mobile though, if you call them and complain, they don't. Didn't you say you got like 8 phones for free or some shit from cussing them out? Or you, one of y'all?
That was him.
That was you?
No, I got some iPhones.
Yeah, like if you go to
Yeah.
if you call T-Mobile and
Bill
start
was
cussing
$1 million
ass out.
a month.
Yeah,
T-Mobile will give you everything but the kitchen. They'll even give you the kitchen sink
Nah,
if you complain a lot with T-Mobile.
They got me.
No, I got rid of them.
Quit pandering us. What else are they doing to pander us? This is the world. Like white people love it. Like they saying hello to you. They're telling KK your life matters. It matters, sir. And they're talking and being really nice to you. This is a good time for black businesses. If y'all want to make some money, black businesses, y'all need to go to a white website or a white Facebook post and put your business on there, and you'll get a plethora. That's not the word I want to use. Constituents. What was I saying last time?
It's not. You don't use constituents.
I was
That is
saying
not the word.
words
for
all
this.
out of it. I was fucking up words.
It's a
Not
plethora of white people gonna buy you.
Plethora
That-
was a good
that
word.
was a good
You
one.
could have stayed with
That
that
was-
one,
they're
but you
gonna-
fucked it up.
Well, I said it, and it made me think of that constituent shit I was
Because
saying
y'all kept
last
saying
week.
constituents.
I don't know why I kept saying that. I was trying to.
Because
I
we were
forgot
talking
what I
about
was-
TI and.
That's what it
something
was.
else.
Oh, y'all
Yeah.
trying to
T.I.
use his kind of word.
Yeah, so every
His
time I said
reciprocity.
some.
Yeah.
I don't know
girl.
what that fucking
That's a
is.
smart, dumb
I need-
motherfucker. You saying this is a nigga talk like, bro.
I like how T.I. talk. That nigga fly as fuck. But
That shit
no,
don't even go together.
go on there and start advertising to these white people, man, because they're gonna buy your shit. They're showing their loyalty and how much they love black people with their white dollars and shit. Take them. But it's kind of cool and kind of not cool because sometimes they're going too far. We had an aunt of ours, so I have a lot of white aunts, right? My black uncles love white women, right? So one of my
So do their nephew.
You see, he didn't want to put his business
Yeah.
out.
I know. My uncles.
What about
We're
their
not-
nephew, man?
We're not at that generation. We're talking the generation
And
above.
there you have it.
We're talking about the generation above. Fuck you, KK. So
It's the truth. What's wrong with it?
I mean, just we're in Texas.
Hey.
But what it is she had that I can't breathe mask, and I think you even Brandon, you picked it up and you took it from her because she was afraid to wear the I can't breathe mask.
Who was?
My white aunt, because she didn't want people to think that she was mocking the whole I can't breathe situation.
Yeah.
Which I guess it makes sense. It
Yeah, that
doesn't,
makes sense.
but
It makes
does.
sense. Yeah.
So she has the Black Lives Matter one that she wears, but she doesn't wear the other one. But it's like, they're doing so, and she's not one of the ones that are the bad ones at all. But it's like, yeah, she's not. But it's crazy because like what they're doing so much to pander. Yeah, they're doing so much to pander us. Like it's like they're showing support, but then it's like not really support. And it's like they're doing too much to show they love. It's like, man, nigga, I get it. I understand how you feel about the situation.
What's a little extra?
But like, just chill out, man. Like, just be natural about the shit, and then we can move on. Let's not give us, master bedrooms and primary bedrooms. Like, let's go get that dude that was in jail right now for raping that one lady, while the white dude Brock was in jail for a week. Let's get that black man out, the black football player that played linebacker at some school, college started with a V. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's a white swimmer from California who got arrested for.
Oh yeah, they was at Vanderbilt. Yeah. I remember that.
So there's a white guy, the black guy from Vanderbilt, linebacker, raped a girl at a party.
I thought they got off though.
The black guy was in jail for like 20 years or some shit. I don't know what happened after, but he was sentenced to that. A year later, this white guy, Brock, a swimmer from UCLA or somewhere, I don't know, Duke, somewhere, some school. He was a swimmer, lacrosse, he did some shit. And he did the exact same thing, raped an unconscious woman that was drunk. And he was in jail for a month maybe. And then he actually was put on house arrest or some shit like that. And then they're saying that we don't want to put him in jail for prison because it'll tarnish his image and it won't give him the best chance to be successful and learn from his mistakes or some shit like that. Like,
so they were more concerned about him and not the victim again?
Well, this is the shit why we're talking about Black Lives Matter and shit. This is why we're wearing I Can't Breathe. This is what we're fighting for. We're not fighting for master bedroom labels to be changed. We're fighting for equality in the judicial system, in our social economic standings. We're looking for just the way that we're treated by not just law enforcement, but just people of authority. And then we have a shitload of Karens we're going to talk about. We're talking about these motherfuckers we're going to have KK bring in. And he's going to talk about all these motherfucking Karens and Beckys and Sharons and Susans that are out here in these streets fucking up. Who we got first, KK?
What's Miss Lady name, man?
Her real name?
Yeah.
The first one, we got Officer Karen?
Officer Karen.
That's what they call it. So this was
had a mental breakdown at McDonald's over a biscuit and some coffee that was late coming out to her. So in her mind, we hate the police so much that we just back. It don't even take that long to fuck with your food anyway if we was going to fuck with it. You know what I'm saying?
You would have been got already. You never know.
Your shit would have been all on it.
If we going to fuck with it, it'll be the fastest goddamn burger you've ever ordered in life.
Meat raw in the motherfucker. Like, get that hell a frozen patty, please.
Check out this video.
Let's see what she going through, though.
Come to the McDonald's at Love's on the Ford Avenue exit. I've been in this for 15 years and I've never, ever had such anxiety about waiting for McDonald's drive-thru food.
That's called white privilege.
So just have a heart, and if you see an officer, just tell them thank you. Because I don't hear thank you enough anymore.
Is she crying? I don't see any tears.
Bruh, I've watched enough Criminal Minds, Law and Order to know that she needs a fucking psyche valve.
She
dog.
does.
Like
she does.
there's no way she should be crying over that shit. Bitch, you got a gun.
And you in the car
carry
crying
a
over a
gun.
McMuffin.
Like, bruh.
You know what's so funny about this to me?
She's stupid.
No. What's so funny? She had one bad experience at a McDonald's
In 15 years.
In 15 years, and she's probably, let's just say she's 28. Just give her the benefit of the doubt. She's 28. She had one bad experience in about a 5-minute exchange with McDonald's. Do you understand what black people in this country go through every fucking day? And she's crying. Look how she's broken down over a 5-minute trip.
She's broken down.
And she wants us to understand and have sympathy about one order. You know how many times we go to restaurants or we walk into places and not be greeted and looked at and harassed as if we just don't belong there, and everyone else before us and after is greeted, and yet she's crying because of a fucking order, and she wants us to have sympathy and tell her thank you as a cop when, again, she may not be a bad cop. She may not be someone that's out there fucking up people, but I'm not a bad black person that you may associate with that's out there killing, robbing, and stealing.
Yeah, she should have just went home and got something to eat out of her own kitchen.
And like, she's nervous. She said she's never had that much anxiety and has never been so nervous over a freaking egg McMuffin.
Say, can I read something about the master bedroom shit?
Go ahead.
So they say it's because a householder. Oh, let me put the mic. My bad. It's because there you go with that bullshit.
Cradle the balls, stroke the shaft, work the pipe,
No, nigga.
swallow the gravy.
No.
Get it over here, buddy. Let's do this.
Get over here, buddy. Let's do it.
Hey, whoa, player. Close, nigga. So they say it's because a householder, if male, was known as the master, the abbreviation for which is Mr. His wife, the mistress of the house, has the abbreviation Miss. The master bedroom was the one used by the master or the master and his wife. So the master bedroom was used in architectural plans to mean the owner's bedroom.
We know that, but what the fuck?
How does that stop police officers from killing black people?
It doesn't.
It don't.
So
here's the thing.
yeah.
Realtors don't call it the master bedroom anyway. It's called the owner's suite.
That's a good point. I've heard that before.
I go to apartments and see it written. You can see like on like you said on architecture paper documents
will
or
see
what
it.
floor plans.
But
You
I've
have
seen
master
owner's
bedroom.
suite on new home builds.
But yeah,
That's what it says?
it's just stupid.
Well, I've seen a mixture still. I've seen a mixture of owner suite and master bed.
I mean,
So,
it's
but
just
yeah,
like taking down these statues and all this shit that they're doing for us and
it
shit.
still hasn't stopped
Like,
police
guys,
brutality.
Why are we taking taking down the statues? It's I get what you're doing. I understand.
We're
Karen,
gonna do
thank
this,
y'all.
but we're not gonna stop killing you.
Yeah.
Can you
This
just-
is what we're gonna do, but we're not gonna stop killing you.
No.
Okay?
Let's bypass the killing. Okay, let's say you're not gonna stop all killings. Let's say killings happen. Can I get the same sentence as fucking Brock? Can me and Brock have that same sentence?
Okay. So you want equality?
That's it.
I've said that.
That's it.
Last year?
Forget the killings. The killings are gonna happen. Let's say we're not gonna prevent all killings, right? We're not gonna prevent that. We're not gonna prevent people from doing what people do.
It goes
right?
back.
So now let's talk about shit that we can stop, right? Let's punish the motherfuckers that are killing us, right? Instead of letting them go home and get new jobs. And let's get these people the sentences that other people have. That's what we're fighting for. This Karen chick, she doesn't like a real cop. She like works at the front desk. She doesn't even look like she's like a real fucking active cop. There's nothing about her. She's like a very well-dressed security guard from what I'm seeing right now. Like cops don't, you know what cops wear.
Yeah,
That's not a
got
a uniform.
2 buttons on her
Nigga,
shit.
she's not a
got a
cop
polo
cop.
shirt
She's
with a walkie-talkie.
She's-
National security.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
With
And
Martin.
it's like sweat-proof too.
She's
Top
a
flight.
she's
Anti-
a she's
Craig
a notch
and
above.
Day-Day.
And Karen,
Craig
nigga.
and Day-Day.
That is Craig and Day-Day's
Of the
supervisor,
world.
nigga.
Of the world.
She owns Craig and Day-Day's little booth.
Nigga, of the world. Nigga.
But no,
I die for this shit.
nigga say you too big in here, nigga.
It's big and you small.
Nigga, that's too small. He said, nigga, you too big in here. Hey, that on the cool, that's the funniest Friday out, bro. The third one.
That was the best one.
That is the funniest. It's not the classic like the first one, but that is the fucking funniest one out there. The candy cane line came from that hoe, right?
Yeah. Candy cane. Introduce y'all to my friend when he made this candy cane. Oh, don't play that for me.
Hey, what was that line on there when he was talking when Cat Williams came in there and said, "What was your antennas?"
When them niggas was cockroaches was stealing my shit. Your eyes ain't hazel just to be hazel. They gonna do some work.
Nigga said, "What do you say? Something like dismissed."
Yeah,
what do you say?
Your presence is no longer needed.
Dismissed.
Dismissed. That's a cold ass line right there.
Hey, why you bullshitting? The coldest line in any movie was off topic. Fuck it, we gonna be off topic. The coldest line in any movie. Hey, y'all listening, what is y'all's favorite line in any other Fridays? Type that shit down now. But the best line was in what was that Western movie? The best Western with Val Kilmer. Tombstone. When he was talking to that girl and said, "I think we need to redefine the natures of our association."
What?
He broke up with his girlfriend. He was like, "I think we need to redefine the nature of our association." I was like, "God damn, that's some player shit. I ain't breaking with nobody else normal no more." Hey, baby, I think we need to redefine the nature of our association. I think that shit was the dopest shit ever. So if you ever hear that, you're like literally 2 or 3 days from being kicked out the house. I need my key back. But that was Karen. That was Officer Karen. That was kind of fucking up, man. And I don't feel bad for her. She gets no black people tears, white people tears. She all white people tears that she wants. This one is funny. This one is actually funny.
What you want? You want to ask me where my mask was? Why? You don't see it on his wrist? But how the fuck I'm... She done had too many damn drinks or something, honey. She lost her rabbit. Y'all, we ain't did nothing. We ain't did nothing. My nerves. She gonna come over here and ask us where our mask is, y'all. We trying to eat.
Hey, she picked the wrong one.
We trying to eat.
I think she was drunk.
We trying to eat. Why she come do that?
Why she couldn't do that?
What? What?
Where'd she go?
Can you play the beginning one more time?
Hey, right when he said something in the beginning, right?
That's when you knew it was
about
a
to
scene. Scene and scene. Say, soon as...
What you want?
Right there.
What you want?
You want to ask me where my mask
He
was?
already knew.
Wow.
He knew she was coming over with that bullshit.
He said, "What you want?"
What you want?
You picked the right one today.
Hey, nigga, pop. What you want?
What you want?
But like, why? If you think it's an issue, why walk somebody with no mask?
Get your food and leave.
Yeah, what?
Go home.
Go home.
If
yeah.
I think you a problem, I'm not finna walk to the motherfucking problem with my mask like this.
And not even 6 feet from the
Yeah.
person that you are inquiring.
That don't have a
that
mask
don't
on.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
But what is the purpose of her coming out of her element to stop him? Like,
Okay, wait a minute.
When
and
you
then
sit
also,
across from your husband with no mask on.
exactly. That's what I was about to say.
you saw the husband. So
Sit your ass down. Say.
get your ass over before you get us beat up in this bitch. Nigga, what is the what in someone's realistic mind makes you think that it's okay to go to someone else and tell them what the fuck they should and shouldn't do in situations like this, especially when he ain't doing nothing wrong?
I could tell you what was on her mind.
Privilege.
I can tell you what was on her mind.
What?
It's 2 black boys over there with no mask on. Harold, I'm about to go tell them we're asking where their mask is at. And she went over there and she thought, where's your mask at? But she thought that she thought, so, and it sounds like she probably had too much to drink. So she got that liquid courage and her true self was coming out.
Oh, they're fucking at like a fucking
Like
a mall fucking
courtyard.
Food court. She wasn't drunk in no mall food court.
There was Bud Light on that table.
That nigga turned his whole
There
neck.
was Bud Light on the table.
Man, that nigga is a character. I knew he was a character when he what you want? What you want? What you want? And nigga turned his neck in the camera like, yeah, it's gonna be a show.
That nigga was popping and everything. Nigga said that nigga wasn't gonna have none of that shit. Hey, that was hilarious.
I'm supposed to eat with my mask on.
She figured she spotted 2 black men and she figured she was gonna mess with them that day.
But I don't get it. Like, why?
Yeah, why?
Like, but what is the why?
She probably has a racist bone in her body.
I mean, her husband seemed cool as shit though.
Maybe he ain't. Maybe he's not though. Maybe he's like, Karen leading people along. Well, you gonna go over there? All right. Well, you gonna.
He said,
if they whoop your ass, don't ask for backup.
I couldn't be. See, I'm glad that I'm not in these situations because I know I wouldn't act properly.
I got to pray every day.
I know.
If somebody my age, I ain't gonna disrespect no old lady like that, but she gonna.
I'm gonna talk shit. So I'm making her feel really bad.
What?
About herself.
You would?
Hell yeah!
Not over
bitch!
Not over a mask, nigga. For real?
Over any.
If an old lady come over to me and she 85 years old and she come over to me in a situation like that and ask me where my mask is and she around other people who don't have a mask, are you asking everyone?
Yeah, no.
Because we're gonna have to gather around.
No.
You're better than me. I'm going off.
I'm gonna go off. I'm going off.
On an old person though?
Anybody.
Old, young, babies, infants, animals, they all can fucking get it.
Yeah, anybody.
Nah, it gotta be somebody.
It can be. It's principles. Like it's principalities in this. Smoking.
Yeah, but the motherfucker bitch don't know better though.
Don't ask me. No, she should know better if they old.
Don't talk about Karen like that.
I'm sorry. Lady, female, male.
Thank you. She's getting it. She's gonna get every inch of this wrath that I have.
I mean, the way they did it was cool. I mean, they didn't really disrespect it. They let
no, I would have said some more words than what they did.
Nah, man. What you gonna do?
That means she's gonna get. She know better. That means she know better. She knows better. Next.
Well,
honestly,
this one here.
I'm a narcissist,
Oh
and I don't
shit!
care about anybody's snaps but my own. Anyway, so I just looked at some black dude's snap.
Okay, fuck this. I need to give y'all a kind of introduction to this one. So this one kind of hurt my feelings. I was ready to kill this white woman. When y'all watch this, y'all understand she's gonna say some foul shit. And it's gonna be for about 2 minutes. So let's watch it all, man. It's really bad. Like it's horrific the shit she says. And if y'all can find, her name is Lindsay Clark. Clark with an E at the end. She's in Portland, so I'm pretty sure they kind of ran through her ass already because this may have happened 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days ago. But man, just brace up, man. Buckle up. Strap the fuck up.
Honestly, I'm a narcissist and I don't care about anybody's snaps but my own.
She's ugly. Why
anyway,
are you playing with your hair?
I just looked at some black dude's snap. I don't know how the trash got onto my page, but any of you. I give a fuck about my city, where I grew up for 33 years, that you're destroying. That's all I give a fuck about. I give a fuck about the safety of my son and my family. The one you idiots are putting in jeopardy. by acting like fucking animals. So, no, fuck you. I don't care about your DMs. Block me if you don't like what I have to say. The truth hurts. Burn a flag, burn a black person, I say.
That bitch said, burn a flag. She's a bitch. Fuck anyone that gets mad at me for calling her a bitch. She's a bitch. She said, burn a flag, burn a black person.
So real quick.
Don't do it.
What? I just want to see if he still felt the same way.
Let's say it.
So Trevor said he would love to fuck the hate out of her. Now that he watches this, I want to see if he still feels the same way.
But Trevor, how do you feel about that
he feels the same way, and she would let him.
God damn.
She would let him.
So
she sounds
I
stupid.
really don't care about people dumbass rants, but
yeah, it was stupid.
I need you white people to understand. There's shirts that black people walking around wearing saying that we ain't our ancestors. You will get your ass beat for real. Like all that slave talk shit. Like that shit. Everything you said, whatever. I ain't paying shit no mind, but bitch, I wish try to make me your slave hoe and watch what happens. Any white person want to try to make me their slave, whatever I got in my savings, if you can do that shit, you can have it, motherfucker. I wish a motherfucker would.
45 cents.
I got money in my savings. 45 cents. Don't you ever disrespect me like that, nigga. Well, it's called a savings. What the fuck would I have 45 cents in it? Boy, I hate black people sometimes, man.
Did I hit a nerve?
That's just gonna be my segment. I hate black people sometimes.
Hey, niggas. Nah, man, that's.
I don't have anything to say for her because she sounds stupid, and then she said she don't put herself in, harm's way or whatever, and she just did. Her and her son.
Well, the thing is that people really think that shit though. Like that's really how a group of people think.
I get that how she feel, but damn, she's.
From a different creed now. I'm from a place where I wish a motherfucker would, like what Cedric said, nigga. I wish a motherfucker would come over here with this bullshit talking about.
Yeah. But she made that shit from her living room. She wouldn't do that shit nowhere.
And I'm going to act like it.
Where a black person can hear. Hey, bitch, what you just say? Listen. She did this shit from the crib. She would not do that shit outside somewhere.
I'm like, hey, baby, fuck them niggas, right? Come on, come talk. Yeah. Fuck them. Hey, them niggas ain't shit. Fuck them niggers, right? Burn them goddamn flags, goddamn it. I can't stand when my black people do that shit.
Burn a flag, burn a black person. But
oh man, Trevor over here talking about fucking that hoe.
He said he still feels the same.
Mm-hmm. Oh nigga,
I told you.
Trevor gonna give her that nigga dick. Hey, fuck her for all of the shit our ancestors have went through. Fuck her for Trevor. Come on, man. I'm with you. I don't know, I probably
you are.
Yeah, you will.
You will.
Nah, I would.
Love white girls.
Nah, I don't love white girls. I like Asians. I have a thing for Asian women. I have no fucking idea why. I don't know. Should I have not said that? That's a bad time to say that. I love my black women too.
Like mix, like Asian and black mix? Or
no,
just
he likes Asian. He likes
Korean.
They're not built like nothing. What the fuck?
Korean mixed with anything I think is dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Korean mixed with anything on this world is just fucking beautiful as shit. Just exotic. Just like we were talking about.
Cause mixed people really think they be fun. Like some of y'all motherfuckers look like y'all mamas. Like all y'all motherfuckers ain't fun just cause you mixed and bright and shit. Yeah.
But you look Vietnamese. Yeah, you look just like me.
Oh, play, you just bright. That's it. That's it.
You got that Filipino look. You better chill the fuck out, goddammit. You better just chill someone. Sit your ass down. Who was Chris Brown's ex? Karuchi? That bitch is...
She fine, though. I thought she was going to say something disrespectful. Hold up, nigga.
No, she was
that motherfucker beautiful.
No, she's beautiful.
The man she with now, though, that motherfucker is fine, too.
Who
right?
She with now?
Yes.
Who she with now?
Quavo or some shit?
Hell no.
Victor Cruz.
Victor Cruz.
Oh, she with Victor Cruz?
Yes.
She with Quavo.
Man, yes.
Now, Offset, one of them rappers. She was
good.
How she with Offset? That's what Cardi B man.
Was she with Quavo?
No.
Hold on.
She
was with Quavo.
She's been with Victor Cruz for a long time, and he got a strong forearm, too. I looked at the veins.
You know who Victor Cruz is, right?
Yes.
Receiver for the Giants.
Man.
I didn't know that.
They've been booed up. I follow her on Instagram. Well, maybe for a day. You know how they get hooked up?
Like, this nigga like a gremlin, nigga. I hate
yeah, maybe she was spotted out with him for a day, but she been with Victor Cruz for a while.
Nigga, let me get $200,000, nigga. I'm killing these niggas out here, nigga. Let me get $200,000. Just wait. It'll wait, nigga. Wish I had a motherfucking
That man
vocal.
right there. I go to her page just to see him. I need to just go to his own page.
Yeah, why not
But
just
they
go to
post
his
so
page?
much.
Didi.
His ass is just.
Dry up, Didi.
She went from his forearms to
his ass.
I ain't never seen no nigga.
Calf muscles just sitting up there like
boy, that girl
donkey
forearms.
booty.
Didi about to go
Muscles.
swimming in her own seat.
Girl, you know what I'm talking about.
No, she don't.
Yeah.
She got a boyfriend. She got a nigga boo. So
Really?
she doesn't. She
So she don't know what you don't know what I'm talking about
Don't
just because
listen
you
to
got
him.
a.
Still human shit.
I
Still gonna
know.
look.
Exactly.
Brandon, let me catch you looking at some.
What you gonna do? I ain't married. You
Let
ain't my
me
man?
show you Victor Cruz real quick.
Tell your
I got it on my
mama.
phone too.
I'm gonna tell your mama, Marissa.
Marissa looking at Victor Cruz too.
Thank you.
Hey, why you bullshit? I know Marissa got that. Nah, Marissa ain't. Marissa's a Christian. She's a strong Christian woman. She don't have those values in her life no more.
Hey, Christians look too.
You ready,
They do
Didi?
more than look.
Ready for what?
He not dark enough for my mom.
You ready
anyway.
to get grilled? Hey, we're not gonna talk about you.
Why are you
and your
grilling
mama.
me? So is this a grill
Your mama
session
like
or
dark
y'all
skin?
asking?
Look,
Like, I
your
don't
mama like
understand.
dark skin. She like,
Chocolate.
I'm blacker than a motherfucker.
How far?
Look.
Tall and chocolate.
Is your mom about to retire too?
Yeah. Ooh.
From
She
where?
real close.
Ooh.
From
Like
where?
2 retirements.
Ooh, look at you.
Where?
You ready for it?
She nurse RN.
Get it. Let's get it, Marissa. You listening? Add me on Facebook, Marissa.
RN. Hey, text Ashley.
Yeah, I'm ready because my curfew is already done passed.
So right
Yeah,
now we got
might miss this.
for Father's Day. Well, for Mother's Day, we had not a grilling session. Didi came on. She wasn't on the show. She wasn't on the panel. Just 4 men. And Didi called in and fucking checked the shit out of all of us and
I
just
did
bossed
not.
us around and was trying to get us to get some real answers for her and the ladies.
That we're listening.
So
yeah.
the point of that segment was to have us men be honest and open and answer questions that women have had wanted to be answered for however long they wanted it to be answered. One of the biggest questions was, why do guys fuck fat women and don't date fat women?
Oh.
I remember this.
KK said, why y'all... What'd you say?
What's the question again?
The question was, a lady, a female said, why do men fuck fat women but won't date fat women?
And I
KK's
said, why
response,
do fat women fuck men but don't date them?
why y'all let us fuck if y'all don't want to be
Go on a
dated?
date first before you give it up. Shit.
Yeah, that's kind of a standard that you need to set for yourself.
If you give it up that quick, you forget about it.
So these are the questions that were asked to us men. Another one was, why do men cheat? Y'all hated that answer.
Did y'all answer it?
We do it because we just do. It's no real reason why. We just
Oh.
want to fuck a bitch. It's just something that happens.
Why do women cheat with men?
We're gonna get into that. So now this is the time for
Why?
us.
Answer
to,
that shit. Why?
So this is the time we're gonna ask y'all these questions. So we're gonna ask about. Go to the thread where these questions were at, so we can figure out which ones we're gonna ask. So it's gonna be interesting. So fellas, if you're listening, please respond, ask your own questions, so we can have Didi and we're gonna have Ashley, Miss Ashley Nicole Chandler. She's going to answer these questions. Now her answers, Ashley's, don't take those serious. She's gonna do her best in answering these questions.
I'm gonna do my best too, but I think I want to bullshit like y'all did.
We did the best we felt we could. What are you talking about?
Y'all just asked the same question in different ways, though. It really wasn't.
Y'all didn't accept no
Y'all ain't
answer we
asked
gave
shit.
you. Y'all just whatever. So I mean, shit. We did what we could. Is that okay?
That's okay.
Boy, that shit. Oh.
Boy, that shit that lie. I'm just praying Ashley don't. There she go.
Hello.
Ashley, what's going on?
What's up?
All right, so we have Ashley Nicole Chandler. I gave you whole government. I did.
Hey.
What's
Ashley.
the last four of her social?
0019. And then we have Ms. Deanson Simmons. I fucked that. I did it on purpose. I didn't do that shit on the cool. I'm not even sorry about it. We gonna grill y'all.
Yeah.
So we're gonna ask y'all some questions, okay? And I want real answers, just like we gave y'all real fucking answers.
Stop lying. Oh my God.
I too would like real answers on shit that we're worried about. All right. Should I go to Leroy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Well, while I'm looking, I'm gonna ask the first one. For me, I don't know. Why do women? Ashley, you listening?
I'm listening.
We'll let you answer this first. Why do women? So hold on. Before you go into this, Ashley, you are in a relationship with someone you've been with for what? 20 years and 16 kids.
10 years.
10
4
years
kids.
and 4 kids, and you're pregnant right now. When are you gonna have this baby?
God damn, Ashley, you finna have 5 kids?
No, this is number 4.
No, it's my 4th one.
You gonna have them like tomorrow, right? Like any day now.
And 4 weeks.
4 weeks, okay.
Congratulations, Ashley.
Yes.
Thanks.
And then and this motherfucker trying to get rid of a mattress and shit. Nigga, nobody want a mattress.
Not that motherfucking mattress.
Shit with a nigga for 10 years and 4 babies. Nigga, do not want that mattress. You can have
That
that.
mattress got all kinds of shit on
It
it.
was brand new. Don't do me.
It was brand new. And then Dee Dee is a bachelor out here just running these streets between San Antonio and Houston, up and down I-10 like it ain't shit.
I am not running them streets.
So you have to understand
Say
where
up
these
and down out there hauling.
So you gotta understand where these answers are coming from. They're coming from 2 different areas.
Right.
So the first one I'm gonna ask, I guess this would be for you, Dee Dee, not Ashley. Why do y'all ghost people?
It's easy.
What do you mean? Like, don't reply? Don't do nothing?
Yeah.
It's easy.
Because we're not interested. It's simple.
It's easy. It's the easy way to take. It's the coward way. I'll put it. It's a coward way to leave whoever you were talking to or whatever without saying, you know what, this isn't working or whatever. It's the coward, easier way to just depart.
Okay,
that is true. Because I would straight up tell you to stop calling me. I don't like you.
Right.
You would say it like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brianna?
Well, fuck you then.
I'm just saying, I'd say it the same way.
Because when you do,
but that's not
be
ghosting.
All nice and stuff. No, because we be all nice and then they start being like, "Oh well, this is no, I don't want to hear all that. I don't like you."
You're right.
That's my good morning beautiful somewhere else.
Okay, that's a good point because a lot of times if you communicate with the other guy, and you're saying, you know what, this isn't working out, you're trying to use that effective communication or whatever, and then they try to counter whatever, well, what can I do or whatever, and it's like, dude, like it's just
like no,
it's like
yeah, no.
So, and sometimes it makes it they make it difficult. So, but again, it's still a coward way.
Let me define ghosting. So ghosting is if you're having a conversation with somebody on Monday at 8 p.m., he hits you up Monday at 9 p.m. saying good night, and you say good night, I'll talk to you tomorrow, and tomorrow comes and he hears nothing from you for the rest of his fucking life. That is ghosting.
Yeah.
Not telling him like, hey, I don't think it's gonna work out, maybe we should blah blah blah. That's not ghosting. Ghosting is completely like just not communicating.
But you gotta ask somebody that's not like them, because they just said they both will be like, I ain't answering.
No, but
have you ever
I have, but you
someone?
Asked me why. So I told you why. It's the easy coward.
So you're a coward.
Coward ass.
Cool. Got it.
It's a coward way of doing it. But that's honest. But that is a coward way of,
I agree.
But the bigger part of it is it's easy to tell. It's easy of getting rid of someone that you just don't want to talk to. It is easy.
So when a nigga comes and stock shit your goddamn HEB and shit because you're not responding to his calls, I mean, you understand, like, if you would just...
And that could be the reason why they ghosted, doing that crazy shit.
But see, if he's gonna stalk someone because someone ghosted him, he's got some other issues that don't have anything to do with my ghost.
So you don't want to take responsibility for nigga at your HBs
nope.
and the motherfucking
I'm not taking responsibility or accountability for his
what you doing?
mental.
That ain't you at the store. Like, whoa, player.
Is that you with that red and white striped dress
like,
on right
you
now?
be looking for a cop. You walk me up
Next
my car,
question.
please. Walk me to my car, please.
So y'all ghost men. Women ghost men because y'all are cowards and y'all understand that it's a cowardly thing to do and not the way to handle situations.
I don't know if,
but yet y'all still do it. That's
I don't know
hearing.
if most women would call it cowardly. I just call it coward.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
That's what I called it.
That's what it is.
Now he finna take that word and run with it.
Yeah,
it's fuck shit.
Yeah, it's really horrible instead of just talking to somebody. But so women can't. No, it actually is. Just don't do it. Just say like you just said you did, and like
I mean, I would tell them I don't have time. I don't, and then because like I said, if you be nice, and then they want to be. Well, what if I do this or what? No, I don't like you. It's okay.
No, and that's what you should do. So you tell all the other women that you know that are listening, like, let's be more open with communication. And if any woman is listening to it, the question we're going over right now is, why do y'all ghost people? Ghosting is actually saying, hey, I am never, you talk to someone on a Monday, tell him you talk to him on a Tuesday, and you never ever talk to him again without giving him a reason or a stance or a purpose. That is ghosting. Don't do that shit. We want to know why y'all do it. So if you have any questions, why?
I'm not sure who she's asking this question to, but is who married? Ashley's not married.
Who said that? KK?
What I say?
KK's girl.
Oh, no, Ashley's not married.
I don't know. Is it Danica or?
Danica.
Oh, Danica.
Nah, Danica. Nah, Ashley's not married. She just has been fucking for quite some time with a bunch of babies.
That's
so the next question, Ronnie Phillips had a couple of questions. So Ronnie had one, and it's a light one, so we'll let Ronnie make it. Why is it so difficult to express what y'all want to eat?
I don't have that problem.
I do.
She said, I do.
I don't have that problem.
So Ashley, why is it so hard for you to just be like, nigga, I want a burger?
Because I'm going to find anything that I like on any menu.
So just pick.
So it's hard for me to choose, because if somebody says, okay, I want to go here, I'm going to find what I like on the menu. It don't have to be something specific unless I'm craving it.
So why do y'all make it such a hard situation to just pick a fucking place if you could find something you like anywhere?
Because basically, we like food. We like to eat. So just give us something.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
And that's a good point as well. But I mean, if you ask me specifically, where do you want to go and eat? I'm the type of person where I'd be like, you know what, I'm in the mood for seafood. Let's go to whatever.
Long John Silver.
No, I'm not eating that shit.
So when you say
is
that even seafood? It's not.
It's fish.
That ain't nothing but batter.
But listen,
I don't want to go eat a box of batter.
But when
salt.
But this is the issue we're going over. So when you're like, I don't care, I'll eat anything, I can find something on any menu, and we suggest something like, no, not that, no,
then
not
you
that.
know what you want.
So then at that point, why can't you be like, nigga, can't we just go to the house and cook? Or can't we just go to Basie's? Or can't we just go to, I don't know, IHOP or whatever you want to go? Why can't y'all just specifically say what you want when you know what you don't want? Or at least say what you don't want.
Well, I'll tell you this much. Ain't nobody asking me what I want to eat. I feed myself.
Thank you.
So I don't have nobody asking me if I'm hungry. I really don't. I can't remember the last time someone asked me, what do you want to eat? Or what, I don't know.
You got to switch.
We're gonna get somebody in your DMs
So
to ask you.
She had a whole nigga out there pissed off right now talking about, we just had this conversation the other day. This is not how that shit went.
I'm not lying.
Say, hey,
DM,
hit up the comments and let us know how this conversation really went, please.
2020 ain't nobody asked me if what I want to eat. I'm a little salty about that. I thought about it.
You should be salty about that.
Ain't nobody
Look, I have a list of food places that I want to try. So if you ask me what I want to eat, I'll go to my little list and be like, look, let's check out this place.
So could that be a solution to like?
That could be a solution, because I do that. But me and my mom, we do that when we say, like, we see places.
We ain't talking about you. We're talking about the nigga that you fucking with. And he says, baby, y'all want to go to get something to eat? Like, you hungry? Like, yeah. Like, all right, so what do you want to eat? And then you do that.
Anytime you ask me, I'll definitely pick a new place. I wouldn't say I want Chick-fil-A.
We don't have no answers for that. How about that?
Y'all need to have it.
Nope,
okay.
it ain't
nothing.
nope.
Nope. I say it's a woman thing anyways, because y'all don't know what y'all want to eat either.
What do you mean, y'all?
KK, what you want to eat?
Tonight?
Men.
Yeah. If I want fish, I want fish.
No, what do you want to eat?
I just got Chick-fil-A.
Some chicken.
You want some chicken?
That easy. See how easy
You want some chicken? Okay.
See how easy that was?
All right, I'm going to go to Churches and get us a box of chicken.
That's fine. Chicken is chicken. See how easy that was?
All right.
If I did,
now tell you what you want. Chicken. I don't want churches. I don't want pop. What the fuck you want then? Look,
I want you to go catch the chicken.
I've been to 5 chicken places.
Kill it,
fresh chicken.
That's a whole punchline.
I want to garnish
nigga to go to every chicken place in the city. What
Garnish
you want?
him.
Pollo Loco? What the fuck you want?
Duck.
Duck.
That's a whole point. Like there's many jokes out there about this shit. So let's not act like this is just something that y'all have never heard or experienced.
Yeah,
it's just not y'all, motherfucker. Like every other girl in this world do this, but y'all.
I don't know. I don't.
Look at the
what's her name? Ashley, did you say that?
No, I said I did do it.
Okay, that's what I thought. I don't know what
Yeah,
day
I
you're
know
talking
I
about.
do it. I mean, I'm not 100% of the time, but I do it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Can y'all please stop doing that shit? Can y'all please?
I
make
mean,
a
it's
list
only
like that?
2 of us.
No.
So between us 2 or 3,
You
you know.
Well, she said no,
Yeah.
so y'all already at 67% already. so y'all already fucking flunking right now. So can y'all please?
I
stop
guess
doing
I don't
that
know.
shit?
I mean, hopefully, whoever asks me if I want something to eat, they know what I like. So they're gonna know that I'm not gonna
sometimes I
eat.
don't even get asked. They just bring it home. They be like, "Oh, baby, I know you want this. Oh, thank you."
Yeah.
You got 4 kids.
What if it's what you didn't
This
want
is
though?
supposed to
Then,
be-
then you I ain't want to eat that shit.
Ashley eat that shit anyway and bitch the
For
whole
real.
time.
She said,
Ashley eat that
They
shit
be like,
and
I
bitch.
don't like this," and then he gonna eat it.
So okay, so another question.
Yeah.
Why is it so hard for y'all to express when y'all are really mad? Is it because you're really mad? Is it because you really have no reason to be mad? Or you be so all over the place and don't know really why you're fucking mad yourself?
David, where are you getting these questions from? Because if I'm mad, I'm gonna tell you.
yeah.
Actually, you're kind of like a nigga though.
Thank you.
No, but you
Yeah.
ask, hey, everything all right? Yeah, I'm good.
Ashley, I've seen you.
Yeah, you gonna
Ashley,
be
I've seen
good.
you mad about shit sometimes and bite your goddamn
Yeah.
tongue for a little bit.
Cause I gotta wait till I get my words together.
Oh, so you're trying to gather your thoughts so you can express your displeasure in us properly? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah,
to
that
me?
is correct. Because something might slip out that I don't even mean to say, and
That
then I
is
gotta
so
correct myself.
false.
Yeah, that's smart.
So, Didi,
good. Huh?
I know you've had not issues, but everyone's done it. What do you think? Why can't you just communicate to us men, like, and tell us what the fuck is really wrong with you, so we can figure out how to solve the issue or help you, or even just say fuck off, we don't care, leave us alone. Like, why can't
So
you just
the old
communicate?
Didi would have probably just been like, you know, you should know.
2019 Didi.
No. So the old Didi would have probably just felt more along the lines of like, you should know what the hell you did that would piss me off because what you did was messed up. So it was, I guess it's just like, you know, y'all need to be reading minds. The new Didi is going to verbalize it and speak to the situation or the problem. I think a lot of women, though, when it comes to that, they start to get in their heads and probably start overanalyzing the situation. And it gets deeper than probably what it is. And then
That's true. See, that's
Right.
why I need to think about what I'm gonna say. 'Cause
Right.
In the beginning, I'm overanalyzing, and then I gotta be like, hold on.
What? Females,
Yeah.
y'all
Lay it
overanalyze
out.
situations? Really?
Well, it turns into an
That was
overanalyzation,
a
I
joke.
think,
We know y'all do.
because we start to think about it. And sometimes if you don't voice it up front, then you start to think about it and you start analyzing it. And you analyze what you done already analyzed. You go over and over and over and over it in your head. And by the time you say something, it's like, you know.
It ain't even about what happened.
Yeah, it's about some other shit. But I don't know why. I think that's probably the answer.
Well,
Is because we take the time to think about it first, and we probably shouldn't think about it.
I don't.
Y'all on here lying like a motherfucker.
Yeah, really, because I can go through countless situations and arguments or whatnot, and I'm getting yelled at for shit that I didn't even personally do. Y'all mad
Because
about?
she probably analyzed something. Instead of staying focused on whatever it really is. Because what was the question? What was the question?
You don't even know what the fuck you answering.
No.
Hey, let's start with that first.
No,
So-
no,
okay,
because I
so
want you
what-
to hear it again.
Okay, so why is it so hard to express why you're really mad? Right?
Because-
is it because you really have no reason to be mad?
No.
Or
that's what she said.
or
It
you
did-
be so all over the place you really don't know what the fuck you're mad at.
No, so his answers are incorrect. And so stop right there.
No,
for
they
one.
That was a question. That was a question.
Okay, so his pick A, B, or C because you're gonna have to read it again.
No. So do you not know what you're mad about, or do you?
Those
all
are
over
not the
place?
answers, though.
Okay, so why is it so hard for you to express when you're really mad?
Because I think what happens again. I'm gonna say it again. Okay.
Okay.
When something happens, women take that situation and we start thinking about it, and we start over analyzing it, and then 2 days later, then we may finally say something. It's a whole bunch of shit.
Okay.
That's really it.
Did you get that, KK?
Not at all, man. That
Lost
shit-
like a motherfucker, right?
Well, then you guys just don't know. You don't know.
Ashley.
Y'all just quit making them mad,
I
fellas.
said the same thing. I mean, well, if I'm mad, I'm gonna say it. Sometimes I
Right.
might say it right away, or I might wait because I might try to be getting some more information.
But it's like, because it'll be situations to where, I don't know, you're mad because, I don't know, we men say I don't know, give like, think of last time you and your girl got into a situation to where she was mad, and she blows up at you about something completely irrelevant to the situation. Like, you left the toilet seat up, and you coming home, and you out there playing games with your homeboys all fucking night. Don't want to come in here over there playing PlayStation.
Because she had time to think and analyze other shit instead of her saying what it was then.
Looked at that toilet like, this motherfucker.
Yes, it happens.
Ooh, he did this, he did that, yeah.
But why can't you just
the toilet,
why can't you just address the situation? Not saying, I mean,
I don't know why all women cannot just address a situation head on, and we gotta wait. I don't know why that is. I know for me, sometimes I've waited because I'm trying to just be like, okay, I'm not gonna trip, and you start thinking about it and stuff snowballs. And then when you finally bring it up, it has to do with the fact that you left, what did he say, the toilet seat up, and you was out all night or whatever. It turned into a whole bunch of shit that's not really there. I would rather address something head on. One of the other issues, though, is if you're constantly addressing things that happen or whatever. Say, for instance, what's today? Today's Saturday, all right? Say, for instance, you did some shit on Monday, right? And Danica didn't say anything to you about it on Monday, all right? Or no, let me rephrase it. Say she said something to you on Monday. KK, blah, 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 right? And then you go do some other shit. And then you do some other stuff on Wednesday. Okay, and she says, KK, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then you do something Saturday morning that's messed up. So now she done got on your ass 3 times, and now you don't even want to hear because. So a lot of times we try to take that into consideration, like how many times we address something, or do we hold it in? So it's, do we address it or do we hold it in? Else. If we hold it in, we're going to explode. If we say something, we're saying something too many times. And so then what do we do? And that's usually what happens. You don't know if you should. You don't know what you try to find a perfect timing for it. But when you wait, you end up exploding. And so,
can I give you a suggestion?
What's that?
Like, if something happens and we piss you off, which we're going to do often because we're just human beings.
Yeah, people are going to do it anyway. Women and men together.
Can y'all just let us know? Can y'all just let us know and be like, say, nigga, can you put the toilet seat down? Or, you're up every night playing video games. We're late and I don't like it. Can you, like, kind of address it and handle the situation accordingly as opposed to getting on us about 18 things at one time? Cause
it can happen, but you got to keep in mind that.
No. Can you do it? Yes or no?
Yeah, it can be done. But can you guys, in return,
are you going to change it?
Are you going?
That moment, or are you going to keep doing it?
This is not an attack on us. This is us talking to y'all. Goddammit! Don't worry about what we gonna do.
Well, because again, we get up against the wall because you have to also understand that if we do that, if we do that and we say that, you can't feel by the end of the week that you've been attacked, and now we just getting on your nerves and you got a problem every single day. We've kind of had this conversation. So every day there's an issue. Every day there's a problem with you. It's always an issue with you. So you try to not say anything, and then when you do, you explode. That's all I can say.
Sarah Lane said she answered the question on the Facebook. She said, because rarely do we get a chance to have a healthy conversation about why we are mad. The other person gets defensive, doesn't really listen, or try to solve the reason for being angry. So that's why we say forget it.
That can happen.
That's the situation.
Getting defensive is definitely one.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess a lot of women, a few thumbs up. So I guess she's on to something.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have another question. So,
men get offended when you tell them stuff.
How is it that you could fuck one man, but literally be thinking about a whole other penis inside you the whole time? Brandon's laughing, bro. Brandon.
Because I'm wondering where the hell these questions come from.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's why I'm laughing.
Because, okay, so I've heard stories, and I asked this question, all right?
He said I heard stories.
I've heard stories, and I asked this question. So the question was basically just what that is. Like, there's been times where women are with someone, but the whole time they're thinking about somebody completely different, like some other dude. Like, have y'all ever not done that? Can y'all admit to doing
No.
No, I can't. I can't answer that question because that's never been the case for me.
No, me either.
You'd have to.
I don't know
You'd have
who
to
be
ask a
doing that.
real live hoe.
Why
No, I'm just playing.
Because I mean, goddamn, because there's some people over there like, well, damn. There's some people over there that's like, so one person said you can't handle the truth. So what is the truth about? Like,
well, because I don't know. I can't answer the question, but what I can say is, I'm not gonna sleep with a guy that I know I'm gonna have to think about somebody else while I'm with him. I mean, what I'm wasting my time. Might as well just go home and eat some chicken wings and pizza. It's better.
So y'all have never been with someone and thought about someone in the past while you're with the person that you're currently with now? While y'all
No.
That has never been a thing. Ever.
No.
Wow.
No. I try for the most part. I really try to like the people that I sleep with.
You try to like the people. You try to like them.
I try to like the people that I'm with. No.
Man, I need to get Miss Hay. I can't even say her first name. Latrish. She was. I mean, she has answers to this. I really should have had her answer this question for me. Cause and see what the response was, because I'm interested, because I've heard women do that, like a lot, like not even like once or twice.
What is she saying?
She's just saying we can't handle the truth on the answer to why.
Oh.
Why
I have that question too. I want to know what it is.
So why do let me see. I have have y'all ever realized in relationships why sometimes it don't work? Have y'all ever realized that sometimes it's actually y'all why it doesn't work out?
I have. Yeah. That's yeah.
Like and that goes along the lines of a question I've always asked, like, why do y'all think y'all's pussy is more important than my dick, so to speak? Like, why do y'all think everything is not y'all's fault? And there's sometimes a woman act like that. And every woman has done that before, where they think that it's never me, it's always them, it's him, or it's, I need to be the queen of everything and everything revolves around me. Like they say, happy wife, happy life, which I hate that saying. Like, why is that a thing? Why do y'all, in y'all's mind, do y'all feel that's what it is? Why is it about everything about you and your situation in a relationship and not us or me? Or every woman does that. Let's not sit here and say y'all don't. Ashley, why?
If you asked me that a long time ago, I'd probably say, yeah, it wasn't my fault. But I mean, I've been in a relationship for 10 years now, so I know that if I'm messing up, he's gonna tell me. Or if he sees something that I'm not doing, like, oh shit, then I'll reevaluate what's going on and be like, all right, I need to fix this.
But why would you not do it? Like back in the day when you didn't, like you go through, like now we're older, so we go through relationships and realize, like, man, I really fucked that up.
Ashley, is it because he didn't call you out? I think a lot of times men don't call it out.
If you should never call yourself out.
Let it slip by, and it was never fixed, and then it comes back and was like, well, you used to be like this, or you did this, and I'm like, well, shit, why you ain't telling me?
Right, because sometimes we do things that we don't realize that we're doing that or saying,
and it'll come out later and be like, well, you ain't never been like that, and I'm like, well, oh damn, was I supposed to be? You didn't told me, like,
Right, I think it's It's corrective. I'm losing the word, but yeah,
self-correct. Like y'all don't really know when y'all are being fucked up individuals.
Yeah, you have your own way of doing things, and if you feel like, you're doing it right, of course you're always gonna feel like it's right until somebody tell you it's wrong.
Exactly.
So the answer to this is because y'all didn't know that y'all were fucking up the situation. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, what I'm doing right could be right for someone else, but maybe not be right for the person I'm with. So like,
really, is that really what we're going with? So y'all were just clueless about the situation?
Well, honestly,
it's not clueless.
It's not completely clueless, but I know, like,
I thought we did a bad job.
Let's
see how hard this shit is.
I would say for the last 5 years, I've actually evaluated myself when it comes to relationships. And it was only because someone had called something out. If that person hadn't called me out, I probably wouldn't have even recognized it, because I would have felt like I was right, because no one else has ever said anything to me about it. And it's not like I have my mama or my aunts or anyone who can tell me, hey, that's messed up, because they're not the ones who were in that relationship or situation with me, or probably half the time didn't even know, what was going on or whatever. So if that person wouldn't have really pointed out some stuff to me, then I wouldn't have never thought to kind of reevaluate myself. And I still do that now. But I do that just because I know I do want a healthy relationship, whenever I get one.
So y'all are really telling me that y'all really have no idea y'all be fucking shit up?
We said yes. How many times you want to hear it?
That's just kind of hard.
We all said yes.
But that's kind of hard, really, because I could say that myself, just as a human being, not a man. Like, if I'm fucking up, I know I'm about to fuck up and get yelled at. I know I'm doing something I have no business doing.
No, because when y'all had y'all's little thing, y'all didn't know anything.
No, but seriously, cause that's why niggas a lie. Or that's why we'll be like, whatever, make up stories, because we know we have no business doing what we was doing, or we know we shouldn't say or do. We know it's gonna cause problems.
But see, what men do, and I guess what a lot of women do, like there's different things. Unless you're talking about like the cheating factor or whatever. Sometimes we're doing things different.
So y'all, but I'm just dumbfounded to hear that y'all really have no fucking idea what y'all are doing.
We have no idea. It's more of like, this is how I know it's, or how I think it's done.
Right.
And
you do what you think is
done
right.
This way, or if you feel like some kind of way about me doing it this way, then I would never know if no one ever told me.
But I'm not talking about.
One thing works with one person is not going to work with the next person.
But I'm not talking about something as simple as making macaroni. No, it makes sense.
No, we're not talking about that.
I'm talking about some like real serious shit. Like, y'all really have no idea. Okay, that's cool. I get it. It's just mind blowing because it's crazy because I go through life and I know when I'm fucking up. Like, I know when, you know what, I probably shouldn't do this when I'm at that fork, or, I'm going to say something, she's not going to like it, but I'm going to say it anyway. Or I'm going to be like, maybe I should treat her this way or act this way. And, like, I know that I shouldn't do one way, but I'm like, fuck it, I don't care, I'm going to do it anyway. Like, that never happens with y'all. That's weird that y'all really think. Anyway, that answers a lot. So every man out here, that answers a lot. That answers a lot. That answers a lot. What is cheating to y'all, and why do y'all feel a woman cheats? What is considered cheating? Because I guess men and women look at that.
Anything you feel like your other person wouldn't like?
No, I need a solid define. What do you think, Ashley, is cheating? A solid statement, not a thought. A solid statement. What the hell is cheating to you?
What do you mean a thought? That's not a thought. If you feel like
a solid statement,
you're doing something that I know my significant other is not gonna like.
But what is something? Like, don't say something. Give me an actual noun. Don't give me.
Okay, if I go out with somebody for lunch and didn't tell the other person.
So something as simple as that.
That could be as simple as that.
So not something actual physical, something to where it's
no, because at that point you're lying. You're trying to cover your tracks. You're not. It goes down a long way.
And that's why we lie, because we know we're doing something that we have no business doing, but y'all really don't understand that. Okay, that's the last question. But so cheating to you is something to where we feel y'all be mad at.
Simple as that, but then you start bringing up a whole bunch of other stuff because now you're lying. If I call you, you tell me somewhere else. You're doing a whole bunch of other stuff.
But that's lying, not cheating. That's. I mean, I get what you're saying, but
I agree.
I feel like it's one and the same.
They go hand in hand.
No, cheating is lying is byproduct of.
If you're lying, you're cheating. I feel like.
I mean, but we could be with a homeboy and we be like, yeah, we're at work, we're at a homeboy playing video games all night. Like, that's not because we're cheating. But I mean, actually, like when you're with a female, like an actual interaction. So Didi, you're out with a female, right?
You confusing me when you asking us about cheating, but then you say you're out with your home. Like, that's dumb. I don't even want to date you at that point. Like, if I'm dating you and you're playing video games with your homeboys, but you rather tell me that you're doing something else that's still innocent. What the hell?
No. What's the point?
Why are you even? What you?
But because you know what? Okay, I'll tell you why why I've lied about stupid shit before, because it's like there's no reason why I should have to explain that I'm out with my friends playing video games or playing basketball at the gym, right? There's no fucking reason why I feel like I should have to explain or give you a reason why I'm doing that. But when I feel like I have to justify and explain something as simple as that, and don't look like that, because women do this shit all the time.
No, I don't understand.
But I don't
understand what you're saying. Question you where you're at. Like if I call you and you don't answer and you be like, hey, I'm at the gym. All right, you at the gym. That's the end of the story.
No.
If I find out you somewhere else, then that's where the problem is.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna question you about where you're at if you telling the truth to begin with.
But to you, Ashley, if someone says they're at the gym hooping, Like you wouldn't care if someone is at the gym hooping, right?
Who would?
But you'd be surprised. So I had a friend of mine. We play basketball every morning on Saturday morning, right? He was at the basketball gym playing basketball with us. His girlfriend called, his wife called, and he literally had to go home because he was there and he shouldn't have been there. Like she had an issue with him being at the basketball gym. Now I don't know what the history is.
I was gonna say you're gonna have to find out what that history.
Yeah, because there was something else going on.
Yeah, there's some underlying issues. He probably got caught lying a whole bunch of times.
And I get it. There's always underlying issues to everything. But there are some situations where simple like, you know, you wanted him to, I don't know, have dinner with you, which again, we know we're fucking up. So it's not we're oblivious to it. And he'd rather be out there with his homeboys at a bar having a drink, but yeah, you wanted to have dinner with him.
So how does this roll into cheating?
Well, the thing is,
that point you just lying and you ain't got no reason to be lying.
Well, that's what that's what I'm saying, Ashley. When you're talking about just because he lied about something doesn't, you know, that he shouldn't be doing. Like lying could be for anything. It's not necessarily he's lying because he's cheating or he's at dinner with some woman and he's really whatever. What I'm saying when it comes to cheating, like what is like a text message, like something, give me an actual, like a text, him texting a female that he not necessarily interested in, but him texting any other female
like
with normal conversation.
Yeah, I feel like that is.
But okay, so like even if you're just saying, hey, how you doing? How's your day? Like
hey, not if it's like, hey, how you doing? Oh, I ain't talked to you in a while, blah blah blah, whatever. No, when you're entertaining someone, like, oh, remember we used to do this and like, yeah, we should hang out, blah blah blah. That's something else.
So normal conversation is fine, but of course we all know entertaining, like, hey, I miss you, shit like that is out of the line. Okay. How about like you said going to lunch? So if I go to lunch with someone, whether he lies to you about it or not, but simply going to lunch with the female, right? Very innocent lunch. And the reason why a man can lie about it is not because he wants to be with the other woman or he's entertaining the woman, because he doesn't want to hear your fucking mouth about something so mundane and innocent as going to lunch with somebody. So
well, if you already know how I'm gonna feel about it, why do it in the first place?
Yeah. Because we know what's actually going on. Just like when someone gets mad at you for doing something you know you didn't fucking do.
It doesn't matter.
It does answer the question.
If you're in a relationship, it doesn't matter. If you know how the other person feels about it, the whole point is to not do it.
You got to be respectful, and a lot of guys, obviously. Or Damien, you ain't respectful. No. Your ass is not respectful.
No, I mean, there's things that I would do and wouldn't do, but I would know the purpose of why I'm going to lunch or not going to lunch with someone. And there's times where I would go to lunch with someone and have a conversation with someone. There's times where I won't because it'd be crossing the line. But if I know it's not crossing the line and I know what it is,
then
right?
you can
if it's
say
not
that.
Crossing the line, then you should be able to tell that person.
Right.
No. You know it is, yeah.
And you're right. I can say that, but just the same way that you said when you're talking about the guy that got sent home, right? Because he was playing basketball and there's some other underlying issues, and y'all understood that. So you understand why y'all would get pissed off at a dude for playing basketball when you shouldn't be pissed off at a guy for playing basketball. But yet I'm saying the exact same situation inverse, and you don't understand why I'm cautious or not wanting to sit here and tell you something as simple as I should be able to tell you, because I don't want to hear your mouth about something that I shouldn't get your mouth about because I'm not doing nothing. So it's crazy how you as females can understand why y'all would get pissed off or why you would lie or not lie, but why you get pissed off and overly aggressive about a situation. But I'm saying the exact same thing why I would lie or defend myself before I need to, and you don't understand it. You see how that goes?
I'm lost.
How is that not making sense?
I'm lost. No. Ashley, can you help me? Because I'm lost on this one.
No,
what is he saying?
Crazy to me.
It don't make sense. It's not the same thing because you should be able to tell the person you're going to.
And I should be able to go play basketball with my friends if I want to.
Whether there was underlying things,
and I should be able to go play basketball.
Playing basketball. He should have still said, hey, I'm about to go play basketball.
Exactly.
Whether she got
did.
That or not.
He was literally at the basketball gym saying, I'm out here playing basketball. He said, well, you need to come home. Like, he literally did that. And this is not the first time I've seen that. I play basketball. I've seen it happen many times.
Okay, so then they have things going on in their relationship that's just, it's personal.
He still should have said where he was at.
He did. That's the point. No, but that's the point. She knew where he was at. He did say where he was at. Like that was communicated. It was obvious.
So I have a comment.
What?
Trevor says if you can't communicate with him or her, y'all don't need each other.
Exactly. And that's what I was going to say in a few minutes. If you can't tell whoever you're with that you're going to dinner with someone for whatever reason or what at lunch, then y'all got some other issues.
Trevor, so you're listening. So Trevor, do you understand what I'm talking about? It's simple, something as simple as You doing something innocent. You know it's innocent, right?
If
You know your purpose behind whatever it is you're doing, right?
If it's innocent,
and
why is it a secret?
Yeah.
No, but because it's not about it being. It's not the lie isn't because we think we're getting ourselves out of trouble, right? The lie is because we don't want to fucking sit here and argue and fuss about something that doesn't deserve an argument and a fuss. That's what you don't understand. Like that's simply what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you.
You don't want to argue. You don't
about
want to argue.
something
So
that
you
is
should probably
stupid
get
and
you
pointless.
someone who doesn't argue.
No, and if it was that easy just to find someone that doesn't argue about something when all women do the shit, we would have done that shit several years and decades and moons ago.
I don't know. You can't say you can't say that all the way because the whole point is a communication point. Obviously, if they're arguing about something, there's something underlying regardless.
Well, if communication, we all understand communication.
Either way, there's something underlying going on regardless if there's an argument about where you are, period.
But it's for one, it's always something underlying going on in any situation, for one. For two, if communication was such an easy thing to do, then a lot of these relationships would be great and positive as opposed to people maintaining these fucked up relationships and marriages that they maintain every fucking day. That's two. And for three, the point of the conversation, what I'm trying to express to you, which I guess maybe I'm doing a bad job or whatever's going on, but it's not. I don't know if you understand how unfair that y'all's last statement was, because we're talking about someone going to play. My voice almost cracked. We're talking about something as simple as someone playing basketball. You know he's playing basketball.
I think that's a bad example.
Just listen, and maybe you don't understand. I'll try to say it again, because it's not a bad. This is me communicating to you, right? And I can only communicate with you the way I know how, and I'm trying to make it very simple, right? So in the example of what actually happened, right?
That how you feel was how I felt when it was the men.
No, okay. I get. I
same way.
I get exactly where you're coming from. When we weren't making these, we didn't really have answers, and it's not about the answer. It's about understanding. So,
exactly, that's what I said too.
So, and I get it. Trust me, I get it.
Y'all and now even sounds like y'all don't understand shit.
But
go ahead.
And that's the biggest men are from Mars and women from Venus. So I get it. But and that's the biggest that goes on, right? Yeah. So the whole thing is like talking about this situation, right? Simply saying that
Byron says this is a bad example.
That's what I thought. Because
how's it bad? So Byron, text a good example, okay? So text and the situation that I'm trying to make it sound like is when women get mad at men from doing this most simplest shit, right? The most simplest shit, and women get mad at us and get on us and yell at us for doing something that we don't deserve to be getting yelled at and mad at, but they do it. But then on the flip side, we do something, and to avoid us getting yelled at and them being mad at us and going off on us about shit, a man would normally just tell a little simple dumbass lie to avoid the shit that we should never be in a relationship to begin with.
So the real question is, why do y'all do that?
Why do we tell lies? I just told you because we don't want to argue about something.
No, like why the little white lies? Like,
because we don't want to get into an argument that we feel we don't deserve because we know we didn't do shit.
It's gonna turn into an argument anyway when we find out.
And then it's gonna turn into distrust, and then it just snowballs.
Yeah, it turns into.
So why do
a lot of relationships do that.
So why can't y'all accept the simple fact that hey, I'm with my homeboys playing basketball. Leave me the fuck alone.
Nobody said that they had an issue with you playing basketball, which his woman had an issue. You're gonna have to call her and ask her specifically.
I do need to holler at her,
or call
right?
him and ask him.
Nigga, what the fuck did you do?
You need to ask him because, like I said, that was a bad example.
Okay.
Because that example, she told him to go home and he left. He went home.
But do
we know why? We don't know why.
So
it's underlying situations for her to get mad at him, right?
That's a bad example.
But I'm asking a question. There's underlying situations why she was mad at him and why she needed him to come home and didn't trust him, right?
Right, and there's an underlying issue why he got his shit and went home.
So with there being underlying issues why she did what she did and acted how she did, I just want you to understand there's also underlying. I just want you to understand there's also underlying reasons why we lie and do the shit we do. That's my only point in
But
it.
when you and you do the stuff that you do, you get a woman who's telling you to bring your ass home when you playing basketball on the court. He probably told a little white lie and probably had an innocent lunch with Rebecca, but he lied to his girlfriend and said that he was playing Nintendo at Roger's house. She found out and started distrusting his ass. Before he left the house, she probably didn't know where he was. So she called him and said, "Hey, where you at?" He said, "I'm playing basketball." She said, "Well, you should have told me you was playing basketball. Bring your ass home." And he said, "All right, guys, I gotta go." because something
First of
stemmed
all,
from that.
What are you
that's
gonna
a
say,
weird
Ashley?
situation, anyways. Because if you a grown ass man, somebody telling you to bring you home, that's just weird.
It happens a
gotta
lot
go.
more. It happens
Exactly.
a lot
That is
more.
not his
Exactly.
child. That is not her child.
Exactly.
First of all.
It happens a lot more than you think. Well, what were you gonna say, Ashley? You said a situation. You're gonna say something?
I don't remember, but that if I had to call James and say he's like, oh, I'm hooping, I'd be like, all right, call me when you're done.
Yeah.
We'll talk about whatever I got going on later. Because I mean, if I'm doing something, I wouldn't be in a bad mood when I'm doing it. I'll take my ass home anyway if I'm pissed off.
Well,
and
no.
I don't want you to come home with your attitude because you had to leave the basketball court.
Exactly.
So what I said, Ashley, I said that, you know, just as there's reasons why women will grill a dude and tell him to come home, there's also reasons why men are lying. It's not because we're always doing something bad. And you said you heard that somewhere. What were you about to say?
No, I'm saying I've heard that before as far as like, I didn't want to make you mad but I mean, we can, yes. I mean, I feel like I'm like the ugly truth. Like, I'd rather be mad about it and you tell me the truth than have to argue about you lying to me later.
So just like we went back to the other question talking about, do y'all understand like y'all are the reason for a lot of the shit that not a lot, but sometimes y'all are the reason for shit, and you're like, well, we have no idea. Like the reason why we're lying is not all the time. Some niggas just lie. But sometimes the reason why a lie will come is because we don't want to deal with an attitude or something we don't deserve. And that's something that y'all can fix. Like if we can simply tell you a simple, I went to lunch with a coworker Rebecca and we had a good time. It was this and that. And then if we can tell you that, and you instead of saying, oh, who the fuck is this bitch Rebecca? Instead of doing that, it's like, oh, well, how was lunch? Was it cool? What y'all talk about? Oh, okay, your business? Okay, that's cool. Well, shit, glad you had a good lunch. Was the food good? If we can have conversations like that, which don't happen often, so let's not pretend like y'all or women out here are doing that often. If we could have conversations like that, then we'd have no reason to lie. But just as y'all said earlier before, how y'all are talking about how y'all do shit and don't realize that y'all are fucking shit up, and we're simply telling you like, you know, why
so are
we lying?
doing the same thing that you guys are doing? Like, are we going to dinner with guys and not telling you? And so that's how we're fucking I mean, like, tell me what we're doing, because I don't. You're saying
just like Ashley said earlier. She and Ashley, I think you played it right, and I've seen you handle this situation like this before on the outside. I don't know what goes on when you slap that nigga at the house, but on the outside, like if he's like, hey, I'm out here hooping. What's up? Oh, well, shit, finish hooping. I'll holler at you later. That's as simple as a conversation should be. Not like, oh, nigga, who you hooping with? Who's there? Where y'all at? How long you gonna be there? Like all this other shit. And at this point, it's like every time I do something, I'm always being grilled and blah. So at this point, it's like, oh shit, I'm about to head to work. Or I'm just out here, you know, with my mom at mom's house hanging out. Let me call you when I'm done. Because like we don't want to go through this bullshit every time we talk about something. Now, Ashley, I get what you're saying, and I like your answer. And that's how shit should be. But I'm pretty sure there's times where you weren't like that with him, or you weren't like that in the situation as well. And every woman has done it. My whole point in asking the question is like, why can't y'all, and I'm not saying y'all, and I know y'all aren't like this all the time, but in situations y'all have, why, besides the underlying reasons, why can't y'all be more open and understanding this shit? You already answered the question. We don't need another answer, so I get it. But it's like, I don't know. I just.
What? I was about to say, you ain't got no other question to. We answered it.
Okay.
I mean, I try to be as open as I possibly can with situations, but like the only time I get questionable or whatever is like, and I've stated this before, if I'm dating someone or whatever, I'm in a relationship with someone and things are going smooth, and all of a sudden I feel like there's some inconsistencies, there's some shadiness going on or whatever, then I'll ask more questions.
What do y'all think? Do y'all women out there do the same shit? That listen, do y'all women actually, like, if your man can sit here and tell you something that y'all are out, that he's out somewhere, like, why is everything a fucking issue with everything? Like, why is it everything on your time and nobody else's time? Why is everything such a fucking, like, why is everything so combative? Why can't we just be like Ashley saying, like, hey, babe, I'm out here hooping. Cool, nigga. Finish hooping. Have a good game.
I don't think everything is combative. I think I have that question.
Nothing should be combative.
No, I have that question too. It's funny is some men think that questions are an argument. Every question is not an argument. Everything is, and so I have a question for men is why every time a woman asks a simple question, it's an argument. It's not.
I don't.
It's not an argument.
I know every question is not an argument, and this is just. I'm just gonna answer it because I've been through this shit several times. Y'all don't just ask questions. Y'all pry. So it's like y'all don't ask questions that you want to know the answer to. You will dig
I need
around.
an example.
Yeah.
What do you mean we pry?
Huh? Give you an
What's
example.
an example of prying?
It's like saying like I could be hooping somewhere, right? So who was there? So where'd y'all go hoop at? And it's like we know you're asking that question because last time we went to the gym, there was this girl working out there that all the guys were hooping and hollering at, and you wondering this, that, and the third.
You need to stop messing with them 16-year-olds.
It's not about
I was
being.
about
No,
to say, it
that's
sounds like these questions are for insecure people.
Yeah.
No, but see,
These are for
but
younger
see,
girls.
and that's the thing. There are insecure people out there, so let's not act like again that insecure people don't exist, and let's not act like they're all
but that's
16
stuff
years
that
old.
they need to fix with themselves in their own relationship. You can't ask a general question about
Thank you.
insecure women. It's
Okay.
not about women at that point. It's about insecure women.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's a good answer. So if people are doing, and that's the thing, it's not about y'all. It's not about you specifically. It's about women as a whole.
Exactly.
So
No,
there's
I know. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
No,
you're
no.
asking,
So there's insecure women that are out there that do that. So that's who I'm speaking for, and
Right.
call it out like it's about insecure women being insecure about shit. That is an issue. It's not a positive. It's nothing good about that. Again, are there reasons why women are insecure? Yes. Is it always us? No. Is it always sometimes the past relationships? Mind you, we're all in our 30s. At this point, we're all fucking jaded,
I'm
men
40.
and women. 40s, past 30, past
40. I'm 40.
past 32. Well, past 30, 32, we're all jaded at this point. You know what I
I'll
mean?
say I'm just 30. Calm down.
Well, you're still jaded. You've been through shit to where you're like, well, fuck these niggas, and you've been in a relationship for 10 years, and you still have your issues with men. But you have to understand that it's not always for issues that are with the current man that you're with. So again, the whole point of me saying that about women, again, it's not y'all specifically, which that's when Dee Dee was asked those questions. We took a personal offense as if she's talking to us in general.
Yeah.
And it's just a man question. This is just a woman question.
Right.
So
We
it's
get
about
that.
y'all's insecurities. So when we bring it up, it's about, sometimes women have to address their insecurities and put that in a bag and place it where it needs to be placed. And not
That's
always
more of the
placed on this
general
relationship.
answer to all your questions that you've asked. The
Insecurity,
woman
you
has been
think?
insecure.
Yeah, and then you have if men have to be able to identify that, and I get it. All men are not going to be able to identify that, but that is an identifier. If you're dating someone who's insecure, you're going to get those type of questions that you're getting, like, oh, who's at the gym? Which gym are you going? Which gym are you at, or whatever? That's when you're going to know. Those are your red flags. You know how men always talk about, well, you had a red flag or whatever. Those are men's red flags to let you know, hey, you may be dating a woman who's insecure, and it may not have anything to do with you. It could have to do with everything that you just named. Past relationship, maybe she's got mommy or daddy issues.
And at the end of the day, it's up to the man to decide if they're willing to deal with it or they're gonna let it go.
Yeah,
exactly. And I know I've been in situations where I've, a lot of women say I'm a flirt. I flirt a lot because I talk and I'm always, whatever I'm doing. And I do flirt, I guess, and I guess I can come off as if, to make a woman insecure, so to speak. And that's never my goal or my point in doing anything that I do. And I notice it, and if I really care about a situation, I'll try to change it. But everything isn't something, is my point. And then everything that happens, it becomes like, oh, you did this. And it's like, So at that point, it's like, fuck it. All right, no, I was at my mom's. But anyway, we can beat that with the bat. What do you consider? What is a woman in general, or just yourselves? The best you can answer. What do you consider a date, and what do you consider actually meeting? Now, is meeting and dating the same thing? And what are the rules to meeting and or dating? Like, who would pay? What do you do? What's considered a date? What's considered a meeting? How do y'all judge that, or do y'all not judge it?
When you say meet, do you mean like I met him tonight?
Well,
or do you mean like I met him a day ago and now we're gonna meet? Because when I met him a day ago, we just exchanged phone numbers.
Well,
that was a greedy. So yeah.
In 2020, a lot of people meet on other avenues, mediums.
I'm about to say nobody dates now, anyways.
Well, whether it's Nick, you have 10 kids and 20.
I'm just in general. I know I have single friends. They don't.
But what I'm saying is that you meet people in different avenues. You don't meet people like, hey, how you doing? No more. You meet them through social media, dating websites, right? So when you first actually go out with this individual, maybe even at work, if you met him at work, you gotta know the person. Maybe you
so the first actual meet and
greet. So the first time y'all hang out and get to know each other, do y'all consider that meeting, or is that like a fucking we're going on a date?
For me, I would consider it. It depends on what me and that person discuss. If we discuss, hey, let's meet up. usually they're code words, honestly. You know, I've had guys will say, you know, I'm going to take you on a date. At that point, you take me on a date, it's a date, you know?
Without even seeing this person physically, we just met through friends, exchange numbers, have exchange numbers, or
I
can't say.
I haven't done that before. I don't go on dates if I ain't met you face to face. So I can't answer that.
So you prefer to meet someone? So it's the first time that y'all meet face to
Basically,
face.
she would never meet anybody online.
Yeah, I would.
What'd you say?
She would never meet anyone online.
Who?
I have single friends that meet people online and they go on a date for their first time ever meeting.
Yes, I have a
they've
friend
had
of mine who does that.
conversations online before, like Tinder and whatever other apps that be out there.
So how do you feel about that, Ash? Not that you do, but from what you hear with your friends, like how does that work?
I think so. I have one friend. She did it. She's done it a lot. She goes on Tinder. She'll meet them. She'll talk to them, and then they'll want to meet up at a location or maybe an event. She always tries to do events to where there's multiple people there. So if they're like weird, she can leave. But she's also had people ask like, "Hey, let's go to the park by ourselves." She's like, "No, I don't know you."
So I have a friend too. She usually they go on dates.
With strangers.
Who does the
online dating?
Yeah,
with strangers, with complete strangers.
Right.
Never met them before. Just know what this person from Adam.
No.
And she's going on dates with people.
They're going on dates because they want the same thing. She's not on. They're on like Match.com. So like you talk to them for however long you talk to them. I don't know. You talk to them for a couple of days, a week or whatever. And then typically the guy will ask her out for a date and they go out on a date. And listening to her stories, he pays. Now, she's never shared with me, I expect him to pay this, that, and the third. But I could tell you from her experience, they take her out on dates. And they pay. But it's because it's mutual, though. They both want a date. This is not like a hookup. It's not like a booty call. It's more of a
I've met women to the point to where like I don't go out on dates, and this is just a conversation. This has nothing to do with back and forth what y'all want. But me personally, I've met women and I've never seen them before in my life. We've exchanged numbers, talked, and I never actually met someone because talking to someone on the phone and actually being in that person's presence and talking and having a real conversation is completely fucking different. And it's like, let's go on a date. Someone's like, I don't know you. Like, can I meet you first? Can I see how you are, how we vibe, how we act? Like, I'm not gonna go on a date and pay for a motherfucking bottle of water.
What's that Netflix show where they never met before and they got married?
I know what you're talking about. The one that had that booth and shit, and they have to see each other from across the room and.
The pod one?
Well, no, they don't. They never met each other.
Love is blind.
Love is blind.
Love is blind.
There you go. So it's that would be. You would never try something like that.
I would
talk to someone, get to know them, and get them on a personal level.
I would do it for the nature of the show because I think it's interesting. But as far as in a real life setting, if I don't date strangers for one. Like I'm not gonna, and I want to get to know somebody before we actually go on dates. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to go on a date with someone.
You have to physically be in front of someone, but to get to know them.
I think it kind of makes sense to me. To me personally, I'm not gonna, like, I want to know how I vibe with you.
Right.
How we connect.
I kind of agree with you too. So you have your personal preference from a male's point of
And
view.
that's
how you date. So
that's not every man, because as you know,
right.
men I want to take you on a date and put some money in your
because
pocket.
I've gotten that. I've gotten that recently. So
I hate niggas that do that. I hate it. I hope they die.
But I kind of agree with you because if coming from a woman and just me personally, I would rather meet you first. I would rather meet you first. Even if I met you at, I don't know, if I met you somewhere else, someone's house, whatever. And then I would rather meet you first and then chop it up with you and see what the vibe is like. And you can pay your tab and I'll pay mine. Or you can pay for your food and I can, because we are simply just meeting each other to see if there's something there.
Which I understand.
I would rather do that. Now, the reason why is because after that, if I don't want to talk to you no more,
you don't feel obligated.
I don't feel obligated. If you take me out on a date and you're buying my food and you're buying my drinks and you're doing this and you're doing that, I feel a sense of obligation now. Like, dang, this dude just spent $80 on dinner. That may not be a lot to people or anyone else, but I'm like, dang, this dude just spent like $80.
You know how much
I
groceries
should
can
at
buy
least,
$50?
I should at least,
Entertain
talk
this
to him,
conversation.
for a couple of days at least. I don't like that feeling of obligation. So me personally, I don't want to feel obligated
Girl,
to shit.
take my free food and go.
And she's not lying.
No,
neither.
she's not. No,
But listen,
yeah.
The reason why
she's
I've
not
changed my
lying.
mentality about that is because I have a female friend. It was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
But this is no joke. It's a really long time ago. And strictly a friend. And she would go out with dudes on POF at the time.
For food, right?
Just for free meals. Just for free meals.
No, I have a friend
It's
that
still
does that
done.
right
Yeah,
now.
it's still a thing now.
After that, I was like, bitch, there's no way in hell you can sit here and tell me to go out with you or do this and that. And if I'm,
They'll do it.
Oh,
They'll
yeah,
do
it's
it
a
real
thing.
quick.
It's a thing.
I don't pay for meetups no more. I won't. And I know Trevor, he's big at that. I think he was when I was talking about and said he will not do that shit. Like if I'm meeting you for the first time and we're not something, like I'm not going to because you're not going to use me and just and have me go out with you just for free meals.
More of like the guy asking first. She's not gonna ask you, can you take?
But she's also not going to say no if she's not
interested.
interested. But she's also not going to say no if she's not interested. She's going to take that yes and go out and get that meal and call it a motherfucking day, which I think is
No.
wrong.
I know. I'm saying like she's not initiating. Can you buy me food? She's gonna talk. Well, the friend that I know, she's gonna talk to them until they offer, and then when they offer, she's like, boom, got my meal.
But that's y'all understand that that's shitty and wrong, right? Especially if you're not
I
interested
didn't
in
say
the
I
person.
do it. I mean,
No, I'm
shit,
just
that's
asking.
something.
Well, women out there listening, y'all do understand that that's shitty and wrong, right? Yes, no, yes.
So here's the thing: I wouldn't do that, and I don't think that it's right because I have a son, and I don't want women just taking him, just and
Taking him for his little money.
Yeah, I wouldn't want anyone to do my kids like that.
So that's wrong.
I don't.
I mean, there's these people that do shitty things. I mean.
Well, we could all agree that.
Well, yeah, and there's no
There's
way to get around
There's
it.
dudes that
This
are
is
on
gonna
there
happen.
that just want to, have sex and not talk to the person anymore. So you can't.
Exactly.
I mean, at least we getting a little food.
Well, God damn it, Ashley. I mean, it makes
She
sense.
has a very valid point.
It makes sense. I get what you're saying,
It balances itself out, right?
So then if you want, so as you talk about Ashley earlier, while you're talking about courting,
I
and
can't
shit,
get STDs from McDonald's, but
depends who served the cup. But
Yeah.
shit, nowadays anything is going around. But just as you said, you talked about earlier talking about courting. So you wonder why courting is such a thing. Like there's no honesty in the game no more, so to speak. So when it comes to courting and not courting and men doing all this shit for women, like we don't feel like why for one, because there's a good possibility we're gonna get played at the end of the day anyway. And then two, why when I can put so much less effort into something else and get more than what I can get out of you. It's a dating game. It's all a game. Is it wrong? Yes, but like we both are fucking up this whole situation, not just the men or the women. The whole game is fucked up. Now this is probably the last one. I'll probably ask this one and one more. This is actually my question. Women, y'all understand that y'all too can rape men, right? Why doesn't no mean no for us also when we say no? Why isn't why? And
Because y'all gonna give it up.
And don't act like you
Anyway.
never forced a man or tried to get on when he don't want to.
Y'all gonna give it up anyway, willingly.
Brandon looking like, oh, what are you talking about? Don't act like
it's
y'all
more
never
like
forced a
y'all,
man.
y'all like no. Okay.
Stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we not. Like sometimes we just don't want. Sometimes we don't want to go 2-3 times in a row. Like sometimes we just done. Sometimes we like.
I've never heard that. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, so you never had a man be like, man, like shit, chill.
No,
all night. I'm done. I mean, yeah, I mean, like it's uncommon. Like y'all just got these, interject 12-year-olds out there just humping
It's
like
not
a rabbit.
y'all. It's me. I said me.
Well, I'm just saying, like you know what I'm saying though. Like sometimes like we're done. Like we had enough.
I feel like you're gonna want it regardless.
Byron says, "What man says no?"
Exactly.
I've said no several
Okay,
times.
so let's go back to the question. So
niggas are bragging now, niggas.
No.
Two or three in me. That's it, nigga. I'm done.
This is gonna go left. So when your question,
no means no.
Are you asking because you just stated you was like, I'm tired after 2 or 3 rounds? Are we talking about after 2 or 3 rounds, or are we talking initially?
Okay, so let's put it like this.
Which scenario are we talking about?
So let's put it like this. No, good question. Let's put it like this. Let's say we come home from work, we don't want to do anything, and y'all are like ready, and it's like we're tired, we want to go to sleep, shower, and then it's like y'all
define
just
ready. Like, did she open the door with some lingerie on or something? Like, is she trying to set a mood?
So y'all never force yourself on your dude when he's like said no and he's trying to roll over and go to sleep. Like that's ridiculous. That's y'all. That has never happened to
I
me.
have.
I mean,
but he didn't say no.
Okay.
He didn't get up and go get on the couch.
He rolled over and said, "Leave
I
me
feel
alone."
like okay, wait. I feel like if you're in a relationship, you really can't rape each other. When you say rape, I feel like I didn't jumped out the alley and then pulled your pants
with a mask on.
So you're saying no, I get it, Ashley. But you're gonna be the first woman that says it. So you're saying, but you and James in a relationship 10 years, he can't rape you.
Not really, no.
Okay.
I mean, unless like it's some crazy he finna beat me up and rape me type shit. That's what I feel like when you say rape.
Unless it's some Ike and Tina Turner shit where she's
that's what I feel like when you say rape.
Like y'all are yelling and screaming at each other, and he's like, "Bitch!"
I don't know the.
Y'all are the only women that say this shit.
So Byron saying double
like if
standard.
I beat him upside the head.
Byron,
with
you
a
listen
pen
to this
and
shit,
took it
right?
from him,
So
then
Byron,
maybe.
so Byron, if you're in a bed with a girl and she won't give it up, you could just take it because it's not rape because y'all are together and have previous relationships. Y'all understand? Like y'all understand that's what y'all are saying, right?
Well, did she fight him? Okay, so are the girls are they fighting you off?
No.
Okay, so all right. So it's getting late.
That's what Ashley said.
Look, I'm gonna answer the question.
I said, did
Ashley
I beat him upside the head and take him with a pen? Take it. You know what I mean? That's something different.
That is different.
If you're talking about rolling over in bed and something else, that's different.
But if you roll over and say I'm tired, if you
exactly
roll over and you say I'm tired, not tonight, and then about 5 seconds later, you done turned over on your back and your weenie is hard, that is not a no. That's not a no.
So
that's like,
and if you're kissing me back,
and
you're like, man, I'm tired, baby.
So man's with a female and a man's making out with a female and she gets wet, that means it's cool. That's the same equivalent as us being hard, right?
No, but I am gonna say Jerry Barnes says because y'all put up a weak fight.
Then that's my point.
Oh my gosh, really? Okay, cool. So when it comes to women, no means no. When it comes to men, no does not mean no.
No, that's not. Y'all don't say no. Y'all say no, and then you turn your back and you try to put your booty to us.
So
and then wait, no, Damon, stay on the topic. God. And I just did. I answered the question several times.
That's what I asked the question.
And then you turn your back like this and you put your booty. I'm tired, Sharifa. And then Sharifa starts, doing other things with yourself, and then all of a sudden you done turned around like this, and now you're doing it. That's not. See, that's not taking it. You said no, but now you giving in. I think you're confused. You don't know what you want to do.
So what's the scenario? Are y'all dating or y'all married? Like
that's what I said. You can't say rape.
Y'all are in the same bedroom.
I'm jumping out of alleys.
So is rape so is this legal or illegal?
Actually, me as a man, I agree with you 100%. But I want you to understand that y'all's views as females are kind of not the norm. And there's been women that have said because married women that are in relationships and they just didn't want to do it that night.
You need to go ask James, do I rape him?
Huh?
Go ask him right now.
Ask him right now. Ask him if you've ever raped him.
He's gonna say yes, but he's joking.
He's gonna say yes.
Every woman has at some point took her from a man that didn't want to, and then and y'all's reason is he got hard, so it's okay. He really wanted it. No. Because the same thing with the female, she got wet and she was like, whatever that means,
If I say no, then I mean no.
Byron said that. Byron, that's a big double standard, and that's like I'm not screaming victim here or nothing like that, because there's times where I didn't want to, and they're like, come on, da 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 da, and they start blowing you or something like that, and it's like stop, and it's like get off, and they still try to do this. It's like leave me alone, and then it's finally like what, fuck it. But it's not because we want to. It's because it gets you off me and leave me the fuck alone. But that's still rape at the end of the day by definition. But
look,
again,
I asked him. He said he don't want to be a part of that word.
but it's the thing.
Said your wording is not right.
It's not.
No. Again, it's not.
A lot of times it's not.
But if the shoe's on the opposite foot, women have been in relationships, married, have said that, and guys have gotten in trouble for that. And it wasn't a situation where it was violent or nothing crazy. But again, it's a double standard in life, so we understand that is a double standard.
It probably is a double standard or whatever. But I guess it has a lot to do with how you react to it, how you respond.
Hold on. James, put James on the phone real quick. Put James on the phone real quick.
Damien,
hold on.
He said, but if that's you in the bed sleep, that's your woman, that's your pussy.
Hold on, James. Put James on the phone real quick. Okay,
said,
just
nah,
put him on speaker so he can listen to me say this. James, has there ever been a situation where you're laying in the bed and you don't want to do nothing, and she keep on going in there, messing with you, rubbing on you, touching you, reaching around, blowing you, whatever, to get you ready so you can do her when you don't want to, and you find like, fuck. Has she ever have done that to you? Yes or no?
Yeah. He said yeah.
That's right.
I just lay there and close my eyes like fuck it.
He said he just lay there and close his eyes and be like, fuck it.
So
See, that's a weak fight.
So it's not, but it shouldn't be a fight. A no is a no. No means no. It's not no means no if you fight good. The conversation is no means no. Y'all do understand that, right?
So Byron says, because men won't allow ourselves to be emasculated by saying we were raped.
I get it, but you understand that
again,
that
the
is
wording is wrong.
Agreed.
The wording is wrong. It should just.
It's not a wrong wording. Everything that I said that
the wording is wrong.
Technically, if the sexes were switched, what Ashley would do to James would be considered rape.
No, it wouldn't be. The reason why it wouldn't be is because
y'all are right. Y'all are right. You're right. You're right. I'm wrong. It's not rape. If y'all want, if no does not mean no. No only means no when you're a female. But if you're a male and you say no, then you can fight for it and blow them and do all that stuff. And turn
James
that
said
no
it's
to
a double standard, but
it
it's
is a
still
double
not
standard.
rape,
It's always a double standard. But there, you understand, no means no. Period. Anything outside of that is not consensual and it's rape. Period.
Okay, let me finish my statement. So, if I say no and I give in, then that's consent.
It's still rape.
If you say no and you still give in, you gave consent.
No.
So those are the same.
Take that shit to any court and let me know how that shit flies.
So Zelia says, tired is tired, rape is rape.
Period. Like, period. No means no, period. If someone says no, like people have gone to jail for this shit, and women have fought laws in the Me Too movement, meaning no means no. Like, this is a thing.
Okay, so y'all don't know how to get out the bed.
Oh yes,
and y'all get chased around.
Okay, so let me.
No, for men and women. So men and women. When you're in a relationship or you're married, someone says no, and they're still messing with you, and you feel violated, you still sit there and you take it. You don't get up and say, "Hey," like you. I'm not understanding. Rape is rape. Rape is when you jumping out the alley with that ugly ass mask right there. And, I'm taking your virginity today, and you know that is rape. But I don't understand. Like
that's assault first.
That's what I was just about to say. How you gonna
these
say
questions
do
be
it
so
and
damn
then be like,
confusing.
oh,
I just
right after.
There's no, because the simple fact is, like, if a woman said the same thing, if a man said, well, judge, she could have got out of the bed if she didn't really want to. I know I was.
So are you? When you're saying judge, you're talking about a married couple. They're in court. And they're trying to.
You do understand men have gone to jail for raping their wives, right?
Right, but I'm trying to say, is that what you're talking about? Is that your example? Or are you? What type of rape are you? Are we talking about real rape?
So is there a fake rape? Can you tell me what a fake rape is?
I don't understand your statement there.
Are we talking about like
what's a fake rape? No, tell me what a fake rape is. I'm listening.
No,
no. Tell me what a fake rape is.
Me and you were in a relationship,
and I say no.
and I say no, and then I consent. And I go along with it. I just had sex with you.
But you understand that you said no, so no means no. So if you went to the courts and told on me, I'm raped.
But I mean,
you understand?
So we're talking about the legal part of it.
We're talking about rape. It's not rape is rape. Like you don't understand. That's the thing. Like, it's funny how women don't think they can. That's cool.
I'm lost.
That's cool. We're moving on. Everyone knows that situation is bad. Men may not complain because we're not going to complain about it, but it's still wrong. Y'all do understand that, right? Period. Brianna, do you understand that, right? Yes or no? James understands it. James knows he's been raped. He ain't gonna snitch on it on Ashley, but he knows he's been raped. I've been raped before.
Look, if you roll over in bed and it's shit feeling good, and you said no, and you like, all right, me verbally saying yes is still not saying yes is still.
It's still what?
Did we lose you?
Nah, I hear her. What'd you say, Ashley? That last part?
No, I'm saying if you rolled in bed in your relationship, you roll over in bed, you say no. And you still messing with that person, and you don't verbally need to say yes for that to be consent.
But no means no. What are y'all like? Okay, so y'all understand how hard it is for a woman to understand that no means no. Imagine a dude. Like, y'all understand how hard, and again, I'm not trying to defend guys that are rape females, so don't think I'm trying to do that. But I want you to understand how hard it is for y'all to understand that no means no when y'all are females. Just imagine how a dude feels in those situations. So, but that's another conversation.
I have some comments here.
Go ahead.
Byron says you're absolutely correct. But Jerry Barnes says, so are you talking about rape as in a woman physically overpowering a man and completely taking him against his will?
That's not rape. Overpowering has nothing to do with rape. Rape is just not being.
That has everything to do with rape.
Yeah, I'm done with this conversation.
Overpowering. You don't have to overpower someone to have to rape them. Someone can be drugged and you don't have to overpower them, and that's considered rape. It's just a simple fact that you did
overpower them by drugging them.
No, again, but you don't have to. It's about consent. Consent is the key word when it comes.
And
to
I've
rape.
already used that word.
Consent.
And
so if you said no,
and I said that you don't. If you're in a relationship and you're saying about rape, you don't need to verbally consent for rape to go into it. If you change your mind just because shit feeling good.
This is good.
It's considered.
This is good. It's crazy how women. Y'all sound like men to a woman that has been raped, and you know the defenses that men give to each other on why it's not rape. Like y'all sound like us at this point. This is good. I like that we had. I'm gonna cut this, edit this up, and put this on social media on itself as a topic. Not this other bullshit we talked, but just about this one specific topic because this is good. I want people's actual attention. Leroy, your question kind of sucks, so I wasn't gonna say it, but I feel like I should honor you. Leroy Hill, this is the last one. How do we know when you're just venting opposed to you wanting us to do something about it? Leroy, I'll answer this question. Nigga, you should always do something about it. If they're venting and complaining, have issue with something, you should always try to handle it and take care of the situation as a fucking man. Of course, you're going to listen to it and vent, but if she's coming at you with the situation, fucking step up to the plate and take control. Change what she's venting about. If it's about you and if it's about something else, just sit there and listen and do your best to be understanding and caring. I mean, I guess that's the best way I can answer that. Or am I wrong?
No, that's pretty. That's pretty.
It's pretty basic, right?
Pretty spot on. Yeah.
That's when Keiki was talking about these questions that he was asking. He said, why do you never know what you want to eat? We already went over that. And the last one was, why when you're complaining, you know you're complaining, but you won't stop. Because they're complaining, that's why they won't stop. They're just complaining, and they'll stop once they feel like it. But there's no point that we can make them stop. Just let them fucking complain. It's never gonna stop. They're fucking women. But that was dope. That last question about rape was kind of this whole segment. Y'all did better than we did. I'll fucking applaud.
I feel like you just need to find another word for that one.
Yeah, I do too. I think that word and the scenarios.
Well, next time we in the news
need to be a little bit different.
Next time in the news when a man rapes a female, I'm gonna be like, hey, y'all need to find another word for that shit. But real talk.
But that wasn't the case again. You stay on the freaking topic.
That was the
Most of the shit on the news is people actually raping people.
That's That's exactly. It's.
Kobe Bryant was in trouble, and that was as consensual as they did it before. But
that's why he ain't getting in trouble for it.
But there's a lot of people that have gotten in trouble for it, and that are
because it was consensual.
No, there's a lot of people that have gotten in trouble for it, and it really wasn't that. Or there's people that have
because it's usually the female's word against the male.
Yeah, you're right. The courts is always right. You're right. That's
I can't honestly. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know how many married couples are in court for rape, and I don't know how many people who are actually in relation.
No, you'll have a list of people.
No, I'm talking about right now. I don't know.
It's a lot.
I will. I don't know.
I'm telling you.
I don't know how many people.
Google.
Okay, I will, but I'm just saying right now. I don't know. So that's probably why I'm not a pro on this topic because I don't know that those
cases. You don't have
cases
to be a pro to understand that. No.
No, but I don't understand. Like, I don't know when we're talking. My question was more about like, okay, if we're married and you still consent, or if you're in a relationship and you still consent.
But you don't consent.
But you're saying that you're not consenting, but you consent. I don't. That's where it gets confusing.
So on this same topic, I have a friend whose parents are in this exact situation.
Okay.
The mom said no. She wasn't in the mood.
Mm-hmm.
Rolled over. The dad came in, did his thing, and she said it was rape.
Which it is.
Her dad is now in prison.
Oh, wow.
For this.
Like back in the day, like this has become a law. Now back in the day, a woman could not say that her husband raped them. That was
No,
a
I
law
get that.
back in the day.
I get, yeah.
It's changed now because again, no means
See,
no.
like when you Bree, when you explain that situation in my mind, like I know it sounds kind of gross, but in my mind, I'm thinking like he didn't like pinned her down, like penetrating her hella hard. Like, are you finna take
But
this?
see, it
type
doesn't
shit?
have to be that violent.
That's what I'm
No, but I
thinking.
know I'm not saying it has to be one way or the other, but that's what I think. Like for her to go, like this is my husband, this is probably the father of my children.
Yeah.
Like for me to go to call 911 and for me to go to the extent to put this man in jail, it had to been something, you know, extensive for me to be like, I didn't like this. Why did you do this type shit? And it probably wasn't the first time either.
You think women really have to be that mad at somebody to call the laws on a dude and fuck up his life? Do you really think a woman needs that much hate?
For me, and if it's my
vindictive to a
husband and the
man?
father of my children, yes,
Ashley,
because I'm not going to
that's
put the
you.
father of my kids
Ashley,
in jail.
that's you. Again, do you really? If we're talking about women, do you really think women out there have to be that hurt and jaded to be that vindictive to a dude? Like we watch the news. We're not.
I mean, I don't mess with the popo, so
again, no, and you shouldn't. But again, but again, we know how women act, and we know what is and what isn't. So let's like on a scale of let's understand what is and what isn't. Like there's more to shit. There's anyway. So I would like to say, me being a man, and this is coming from a man, no means no at the end of the day. Period. I don't think there's nothing that we all could disagree with that. And that's it. It doesn't matter how violent the rape is or how nice and pleasant it is. No means no. Period. So if you go into court or if you go to talk to someone and say, yeah, she said no or he said no, but, you know, he got it up anyway, like they're going to look at you like you're fucking crazy because no means no. But again, most of the guys aren't going to turn it down because we want it because, you know, it's sex. But, you know, it's just interesting how y'all look at this topic and how y'all sound like a bunch of dudes that are out there just raping the shit out of women. And it's I'm gonna chop this up and I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna see what the people think about it. But again, like I said earlier, before we got into this, y'all did a great job. I will be the first to admit and say, Dee on all women and Ashley, y'all did a better job than 4 guys did when Dee was asking us questions than the other women. Y'all did a way better job. And I will sit here. No, that's a compliment. So
no, it is.
Again, so
because
I mean, it's not really that much of a compliment. Because we really didn't have real answers to the questions y'all were asking us because it's so simple why we do shit and we didn't have really in-depth thoughts about it. Like again, we know when we're fucking up. We know we're doing
y'all didn't
wrong.
have answers because y'all was joking. Everything was a joke.
Because we know when we're fucking up. We know when we're doing wrong. We know kind of what it is. So it's like it's not a real topic if that makes any sense because like we know why we cheat because we could. Why do you do this? Because we had nothing else to do. So it's really basic stuff to us. And again, we did a horrible job explaining it to you, and I'll admit to it. But again, y'all did a better job. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to go back and forth about it. Y'all did a great job.
Real quick, I have a question.
And it'd be really interesting once I chop this video up and post this shit and kind of see what other people think because this is be real. Go ahead.
So Jerry Barnes says.
Jerry Barnes, you should have been sitting right next to Dee talking about this shit, but I'll listen to it anyway.
But another question is, how does a man feel after having the sex he didn't want to have?
That nigga asleep.
Yeah, thank you.
What do you mean, how do we feel after we had the sex? We busted, so we had the sex we thought we wanted to have. Shit. I don't know how to answer that question. James, how do you feel after you had the sex you didn't want to have, which means you busted?
That nigga sleep, I'm telling you.
Yeah, satisfied as shit, right? Like, shit, okay, that was... Nigga, we'll talk about it tomorrow. I ain't gonna talk about it right now. Like, I don't know. Men really don't leave sexual experiences dissatisfied as much as women do. I'll be the first to admit that.
But do you get upset, like, after you've had that sex that you didn't want? Are you pissed off now and you're ready to go to the police?
Okay, ask her, what does she mean that I didn't want?
The rape
you
just took.
I'm going to ask her specifically. Jerry, I know you hear me. We're going to have Brianna text you as well. When you say the sex that I didn't want, explain that specifically. The sex I didn't want. Yeah, I mean, it could be anything. I don't know what.
I think she's responding to the only topic.
I don't like to think. I want to make sure. I want to make sure what she's talking about. I mean, how do we feel after you raping somebody? I hope we feel like shit. I hope we feel the worst person we probably. I think the two things that should be, execution style convictions is raping and molesting a child. I think those things are unacceptable. Go ahead.
So she says, did he feel violated, disrespected, or was he just fine?
Oh, after we were violated.
Yeah.
How do we feel after that? I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things.
You
like,
said you've been raped before, so
it's just one of those things. Like, it's just one of those things where it's like, shit. All right, now shut up. You happy? Go to sleep. Leave me the fuck alone. I mean, it's one of those things that we don't feel like, I mean, I don't know. We don't feel, it's not something we wanted, but, after a while, it's like, just the same way a woman would feel who's with someone who wanted to have sex and she didn't, and she finally just gave in. It's like, all right, nigga, you happy? Nah, shit, shut up. Go to bed. Leave me the fuck alone. The same way y'all feel, I'm pretty sure it's the same way we feel, because that's how I felt like shit. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. It's not like, again, just because I wasn't busted in the back of my head with a hacksaw doesn't mean it wasn't rape or not. But it's not nothing that I wanted to do. Fucked up my sleep. I want to go to sleep 30 minutes ago, and now you got me up here humping away and shit. All right, we done. I hope that answered her question. But that again, I'm happy we had this conversation. That was dope. It was I got more out of this than I expected to get. And Ashley again. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley.
I thought Ashley was gonna come
Thanks,
on here.
Ashley.
I thought Ashley was gonna come in here and fuck this show up. And I was like, man, Ashley gonna sit on here and just joke and fuck up and just talk all kinds of shit. Ashley gonna, but you nailed it. You knocked it out of the park, Ashley. I will say that.
I have real answers to shit.
Nah, you surprised me. You did better than I expected. But thank you, Ashley and Dee Dee the rapist. Thank y'all for the conversation and the talk.
Unfortunately, I haven't had to do that.
We don't know. We don't at this point. We don't know until somebody comes 20 years later talking about and hearing this 20 years down the road. You know what? Be like Bill Cosby. I remember when Dee Dee was. Oh, you don't know. Ashley, though, good night. I love you, Ashley. We'll have to have you come on one day for real. Minus the belly. And I need to holler at Troy. I want to get Troy and Dre on the show too. Just random thought. But and James ain't gonna come on here. James be out here fucking it up. Nah, James will be cool.
I was about to say James be a good one.
Yeah, nah, he's a real nigga. So I mean, he'll definitely be a good one. But love you, Ashley. I don't know if I said it. I think I'm maybe just saying it because it sounds good and we family. I'm on the radio.
Love you, Pooh.
We do love you though. Don't think we don't. And I don't know. Ashley, random conversation. Ashley and Brent are like the only ones in the family. We used to kick it. I used to kick. Me and Ashley, we go to clubs and bars and dancing all the time. And then and Brianna, we used to kick it back in the day until Ashley
had kids.
Started fucking up. In the
Look, when I drop this baby, we gonna go again.
All right. Love you. Bye.
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 All right. So that was dope. I like that. I can't wait to edit that one. And again, everyone who's on there still with us after maybe 3 hours again. Thanks for watching. This is good. This is 2 weeks of information.
I will be back in 2 weeks. This 4-hour show.
Nah, but it's good. I thank y'all for tuning in because a lot of y'all have tuned in the whole show and it's a lot of information. And thanks for tuning in with us. Don't be like Dee Dee and want to sign off because we appreciate.
Thank you.
This. And listening to us and going through this with us. We have a bunch of information. We're doing this for you guys. We're all hungry, haven't ate, but we're still here for you, and that's important that y'all support us and listen to us. As you can see on the the left side on the phone, it's the left side maybe on the actual phone. It says support us. Brianna, Miss she actually the great and powerful. She actually has a pin on the very top of the comment section where you can hit there and you can subscribe to us. We want to get some subscribers. The more subscribers we get, the better we can start posting shit. I see YouTube hasn't cut us off yet. We actually did a whole show and they haven't blocked us, so that's dope as well. So thank you, YouTube, for supporting us as well. So yeah, once again, thank you. I love that y'all watched. Dee Dee, you have anything to say?
Good night. Thank you for tuning in.
Bree, anything? Any words you want to leave the people with for this week?
Stay your ass at home.
Yeah,
stay your ass at home. And I would like to leave y'all, ladies, fucking no means no. Don't listen to Dee Dee the rapist. It's not a good deal. You'll do.
I didn't say. Okay, let's clear this up because I didn't say you had to do it. You're making it seem like I said if he says no, take it. I didn't say that. Let me clear that up.
Bye.